But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Hi.
It starts with a good morning.
It always does, because we're courteous.
Good morning to you.
On this Wednesday morning.
On this cold Wednesday morning in New York City.
You guys got it pretty easy in New York. Like, as I was driving in, I noticed, hey, the snow's gone.
Yeah.
It was like nothing. And meanwhile, my vehicle looks like I just drove it down from Alaska. Just covered in snow. And it was like icy, that crusted over snow. So,
the crunchy snow.
Crunchy snow, yeah. And then I had to park my car out on the street this morning because my driveway was taken up with trucks from the construction guys. And I realized I had no gas yesterday when I pulled up. But I'm like, oh, I'll just get it later. Knowing I'm just not going to do that. So it sat out by the curb, covered in snow. I wake up, normal time, go out to the car, and it's just completely frozen over. So I start it up, blast the heat, shut the door, go back inside for a while. Not long enough. I'm the guy driving down the street with icebergs flying off my truck.
Oh, I love that.
The wipers just going, getting sandpapered down to nothing.
I love the panel of snow that flies off some of these vehicles and just...
It's spinning like that thing that they put the criminals in Superman 2. It's just spinning towards your car.
And you hold your breath for a second because you don't know if it's like just pure ice or just...
it could be solid ice that's going to come through your windshield. Or just like some well-put-together snow. I love when you hit those, though, and it's just like... I make believe I'm in a meteor storm.
Yeah, sure.
It's fun.
I make believe I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
And I can withstand anything.
Crash through it.
It's pretty cool when it just crashes right through your car.
I go,
no damage.
We're hit. And then I try to drive my car into the Hudson River.
Yeah, why? Oh.
And then I try to save myself and all aboard.
You know, there's an update on Sully today.
Really? What? PETA? Was he kicked off of MySpace with 90,000 other people?
His goodness is really starting to bother me.
Yeah, is he just a good guy?
I was in with the whole hero thing. I thought it was a nice little story considering what the hell's going on with the world these days. So it was a nice little break from everything.
All that other crap.
I was so in with the Sully guy. There's an article in the paper today. He's such a do-gooder. He's worried because he's not going to be able to return a book to the library.
Yes,
Did you read this?
I did read that.
And he actually called up the library yesterday and said, look, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not going to be able to return the book on ethics.
Oh, stop. He's lying. It was Rent Boys. He's glad it's at the bottom of the Hudson.
On ethics. And yeah, you nailed it. The book is at the bottom of the Hudson.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's going to be some scuba divers going, oh, my God, that book's worth something. I got to get the book.
You think the library would make a big deal and be like, oh, it's okay. Library said it's okay. And
no one
he doesn't have to pay. Or he'll be in there, like, giving him a few bucks for the book for a photo op.
No librarians. They're a bunch of sticklers. They're going to just, like, ride them for it.
They do.
Late charges.
Well,
yeah.
The book was called How to Cook Geese at 5,000 feet.
He kind of needed that book for that flight.
With a turbine engine.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fun snacks for the turbine.
Yeah, he is quite the do-gooder.
He really is.
There's got to be some horrific skeletons in his closet.
There's got to be a blip somewhere.
Something.
Yeah, there's got to be. We all have something, don't we?
Why is it that we just don't want to accept that this guy is just a decent human being? Him and his wife shed tears over the whole event when they had their private moments together, talking about how he really thought it was going to be a horrific incident.
Yeah.
When he was coming in, he didn't have this, a brash confidence that he was going to be able to land that thing like he did.
And when it comes to surviving, the pilots, they're pretty much the first ones to go.
He
said it was
planes don't have the nose up when they crash.
Right.
Is what it is.
He said it was a surreal moment, and and that it was just silence.
Yeah,
because he knew there was no engines running. There was nothing. It was just silence in the air.
You just hear a little wind whipping over the wing.
Oof.
Him being a glider pilot, though, is used to that.
Of course.
That's all you hear in a glider, apparently, is just the wind over the wings. But when you have a an Airbus like that, you don't want to hear just air over your wings.
Just amazing. Anyway, we just checked the mouse traps because some people care.
How we doing?
Sully freed the mice.
Oh, that bastard!
He saved them.
He's everywhere. That do-gooder.
Sully's just going around doing everything good for everything.
He was putting solvent on the mouse feet to help nurse them back to health.
Stupid Sully.
The creepiest.
Ruining our bit.
I know. I understand he's been tending to the fish that he's landed on, too. He has a tank full of injured fish.
We should put some peanut butter on that pedo mustache of his and let the mice do some nibbling.
Yeah, rat and garanimals get stuck to his face.
Yeah, we got electric mouse traps set at the other joint, and because some people out there care, we have no kills. Still no kills.
0 kills.
Very surprised at that. But then again, there's so much food for these mice that they don't have to be going into some kind of electric maze to find treats.
I know, the
treats are everywhere.
Because of that dummy.
Yeah, but we're going to keep checking on the mouse traps as the show goes on today.
Disgusting hoarder over there.
He moved one of the mouse traps. He moved Jimmy's mouse trap.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It was in his area. He wasn't happy about it.
How about there's pests in your area?
He wasn't happy about it.
There's pestilence in your area, and the trap needs to be there because you're a slob, and that's why there's a trap there. And what about the rat poison? Did he move that?
I don't know.
Did he move those blue crystals, those delicious-looking blue crystals? They look like Pop Rocks, kids.
Yeah. Let's pop a few of those in E-Rocks now.
Oh.
So wait, he moved. Was he mad when he came in yesterday?
I guess. Maybe we get Sam or one of the guys that knows.
He must have been livid because he doesn't like people effing with his stuff. And meanwhile, his stuff is the reason that there's so many mice in the place.
Just to bring everyone up to date, if you weren't listening yesterday, this guy we work with over there, because he refuses to leave, he's the last holdout. Everyone else left and gave us this facility for the Opie and Anthony show. He's a hoarder.
Yeah.
Just piles and piles of stuff like you see on the news, those people that live among their own filth, and they make tunnels because there's so much stuff in their house.
Yep.
He's one of those guys with his area.
And he turned his little corner of the office into one of those areas. Where
It's disgusting.
Papers and old coffee cups, food, pizza boxes. It's just disgusting.
Piles and piles, and then he chains his chair to a file cabinet because he thinks someone's going to take his dumb chair.
He wants to take his stink chair.
And then it says mine on the back of his chair.
Oh.
So what?
Probably smells like one of those friggin' little rascals driven by an old guy with incontinence.
What do you got on him, Sam?
Well, Mars tipped me off that he sometimes listens to the show, so I think he didn't flip out and throw things like he has in the past because he might have known that we wanted him to.
Yeah.
But instead, he spent the whole time going back and forth, rearranging all the things that we had moved and mumbling things.
Did he clean up and throw stuff away, perhaps?
I think, no, he just moved them to other spots.
Yeah, that's great.
The mice will be like, hey, they moved it. Let's go away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Amadou Diallo was 10 years ago?
No way.
There's no effing way that was 10 years. What the hell's going on with our lives?
It's tick-tocking away at a rate.
Wait a minute.
At an alarming
Hold
rate.
on a minute.
Yep.
The famous shooting here in New York City was 10 years ago today. They just had a freaking graphic on the TV.
Wow.
Amadou Diallo, 10 years ago today?
Yep.
Dude, that is a quick goddamn 10 years.
Oh, my God.
That's it.
Are you kidding me?
Next 10 years goes by, and you're going to be pushing like 40.
Well, yeah.
That's terrible.
No, yeah.
Wow.
Late 30s. I mean, I can't keep that dream going anymore.
That dream.
I'm in my late 30s.
We talk about that sometimes. Then people just think you look horrid for your age.
I know. Well, that's right.
You could BS about your age all you want, but you'll reach a point where it's like if you say you're still a certain age, people won't look and go, oh, he's young. They'll look and go, wow, does he look awful for 35?
You nailed it, man.
So you got to kind of just fess up after a while.
You nailed it. Because when you live in a building in New York, this is why I need my house, because it's like living in a hotel and you walk through the lobby every day and everyone has a comment, whether it's as simple as "How are you doing, Mr. Hughes?" or "It's cold out there, Mr. Hughes."
Mr. Hughes.
Right. It's "Have a nice day." They always have to comment. There's one guy that always says,
Yeah, that's a joke.
"Wow, you look tired. Wow, you look this. Wow, you look," and I finally said, "It's not that I look tired. I'm blank years old.
Yeah.
Shut up."
I'm not a kid.
Right.
I act like one. I'm immature.
Sure.
But,
I present myself as youthful, but the reality is I'm not a kid anymore, and that's why I might look a little tired in the morning.
it's like you're on inline skates and riding your bike. So he thinks you're 12.
Right.
He thinks you're a progeria kid.
I do all that stuff still. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. That makes me happy.
Progeria kid. Oh, my God. He's one of those kids that are 12, but they look like they're, they look a lot older.
But, where I live, it's my house, I guess, but it's in a building with a lot of other houses, and you have to deal with people every day. How many people do you deal with walking into your house?
Just workers.
Yeah, and they'll be gone, right?
Yeah.
I have to deal with other people's
That live around.
houses as I try to get to my house.
I've been written off by my neighbors. I've been written off as
Well, that's what you always wanted.
the mafia guy that is a Catholic. I don't fit into the neighborhood.
That's perfect for you, dude.
And then thank God Keith told one of the neighbors when Keith was there alone when I was on vacation once and Keith was taking care of the house. Keith decided to tell one of the neighbors that came over and asked where I was because he hadn't seen me a while, but he see Keith around the house. And Keith told him that I was arrested on a pedophile. I had a child porn on my computer, he said. Yeah. And other kinds of mob-related stuff, I believe, and that Keith bought my house for $160,000 at an auction.
That rules.
And the guy was like, it was some Indian gentleman. So he was like, oh, that is a good price. Very good price. So then I'm just thinking, all right, that's all fun and well and everything, but I have to come back to my house at some point.
Yeah.
And now this guy's thinking that I'm around and,
Who are you kidding? You don't care.
and that I did other crimes besides my computer.
But you don't care what they think.
No, I really don't.
You wanted them to leave you alone.
I
remember when you first bought your house, they were coming over with little treats and stuff.
Well,
and they were trying to get to know you.
I'm kind of human about that because I do kind of feel bad that I didn't really reciprocate. But it was, I was going through a bit of a tumultuous time in my life as far as buying a house and trying to fill it up and things like that. So I really didn't have time to socialize. Mm-hmm. So, that kind of fell by the wayside.
You'll never have time to socialize. That's just
I socialize with my friends. I bring them over and,
Yeah, I know, but not your neighbors and stuff. That's not in your DNA, which is fine.
You know what?
I live on a floor, and there's...
Hope so. You fall right through to the basement.
There's a door right there. I don't know who lives there.
No.
And that's even closer than what you got going on.
Is it harder?
I've seen the dude twice.
I think it's harder in an apartment. Or is it because then you're with them in the elevators and stuff? I don't know. I've lived in an apartment building in Brooklyn, and I don't think I said word one to anyone I saw in my elevator or neighbors or anything. And I heard the neighbors next door yelling and screaming at each other.
Yeah.
Me and Melinda used to run to the wall
That's the
and
best.
put a glass
Of
next to
course.
it like it's the 1950s.
Of course.
And listen to these two screaming at each other like they're going to kill each other.
Yeah.
And then you'd see them walking around and you'd just be like, oh, God, here's the guy that smacks her around.
That's Brooklyn.
Here's that.
That's normal behavior in Brooklyn. Come on.
But, all right, so I didn't socialize with any neighbors then, but I don't socialize with neighbors in a house either.
Right. Well, I guess most people don't unless...
Some people are very neighborly and they have, like, neighbor block party things and stuff. I can't. I have my friends.
Right.
Everyone else, I'm full up. I'm full up with friends.
You're done with friends.
Now the only friends I get are, social networking website friends.
Facebook friends.
Yeah, Facebook.
But you can turn them off at
MySpace,
any...
Click, they're gone.
They're gone, which is... imagine if you had that in real life.
Yeah.
That would have been a fine movie if Adam Sandler did it right with that effing remote. God, that should have been a good movie. That's a bit for another day. Movies that should have been good and they were just ruined. The concept was great.
Stinkaroo.
What was that called?
Click.
Some of that movie was, good. And then he had to go with some kind of weird, spacey, deep message crap.
Yeah, there was definitely a message at the end of that.
Stop.
Shouldn't have watched this movie was the message I got.
Yeah, just stop.
Waste of time.
Keep it fun. All right, we got to take a break. Lots to do, but let me just play a 5-second clip for everybody.
Oh.
Just 5 seconds of your time, if you don't mind.
You guys don't understand. Buttermilk is one of the great treats of all time.
I did not forget.
One of the great treats of all time. That, by the way, was Sam's dad.
Yes. Where's Sam?
who is such a personality unto himself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the great treats of all time.
Well, one of. And then we got a list of some of the other greatest treats of all time, and we have brought the greatest treats of all time, according to Sam's dad, into the studio today.
Yes, we have the whole meal. I went over to my parents' house last night or yesterday afternoon, and he explained not only what all the ingredients were, but how to prepare it. And he was like, "You guys don't understand." He's showing me. He actually made his treat for himself. He was like, "You gotta crunch the crackers into the buttermilk," because he likes the saltines crunched in buttermilk. And he's like, "You don't understand. We used to have this as a treat when we got home from school." And I was like, I know.
What, with Laura Ingalls?
And he was showing how quick you have to eat the crackers out of the buttermilk before they get too soggy. And then once you're done
Wait, he spoons out the...
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I
you
didn't
spoon out,
understand that
and it's so there's still a little crunch to them?
Right, like you put the cracker crumbs in the
And then you
buttermilk.
gotta go, grab a spoon and start eating.
Right, you eat them out with a spoon, and then once you're done eating the crackers, you
take the bowl up to the old guy and go, "Please, sir, may I have some more?" Because that sounds like disgusting porridge.
No, then you get to drink the delicious buttermilk. One of the great treats of all time.
And it's salty,
Yeah.
thick, salty, and
Viscous.
You know, I don't know if you heard, but as Sam was describing some of this stuff, I hear E-Rock over there just moaning very, very lightly in the background.
you know what?
Barely audible. But I heard it, my friend.
Because he knows.
Because E-Rock has to try the greatest treats of all time, according to Sam's dad. When do you want to do this? Right after the break, get it over with?
Yeah, whenever you want. But
Man, it's too early for, what is it, sardines?
Well,
Oh.
the main course would be the sardine and onion sandwich.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he gave me an onion and said, you cut from the middle of the onion to make
thick slice.
to make sure, and they're about 1/4 inch thick slices.
1/4 inch thick.
Oh,
Yes, 2 1/4 inch thick slices, and then a whole can of sardines.
a whole can of sardines on what? Just white bread?
No, it's like it's rye bread or some kind of bread. I don't know.
course.
Whole grain, maybe. I don't know.
If it was white bread, it would just be a soggy mess like the crackers. And
E-Rock, you know you have to eat the whole sandwich, right?
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah,
eat
you
breakfast
can't-
today. Yeah,
not
you
just
can't
the
just
taste.
you can't
Not
just
a taste.
You can't just taste the greatest treats of all time.
What are you going to do? Throw away the greatest treat of all time after one bite? It's the greatest treat.
Don't worry. I'll have a raw potato for Eric to eat on the side.
Yeah,
And a raw potato, which
that's easy. And pickles?
And I got a pickle.
that's easy too.
Sam, did your dad enjoy his time on the show yesterday?
He loved it. Yeah.
Of course he did. I think he's going to be a regular. It's so obvious.
Sam's dad has
we don't
a big
need you anymore.
handlebar mustache, which no one has in this day and age, and he eats like it's the Depression. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, weirdo. What is he like for dessert? Socks? What's the matter with this guy?
Oh, wait. I wanted to play that again. It didn't fire for us. Oh, why would our CD players work? Why?
Doesn't that explain a little of Sam's weird eating, though? If his father ate
Of
so
course.
weird, that's why you...
yeah.
Yeah,
eat
Sam
almost
has
nothing.
major problems with his eating.
Fish sticks.
Oh.
You
Chicken
guys don't
finger.
understand. Buttermilk is one of the great treats of all time.
Of all time.
All right, we're going to take
He
a
went up
break.
there at the end. It's like, hey, come on.
It's not even an average treat yesterday.
Yeah.
No.
Of all time. Like, we all should know this. I've never heard of this before in my life.
We got some potato peeling to do.
All right, why don't we...
There'd be second thoughts about eating that at Auschwitz. It's like,
Yeah.
we'll go another day.
I'll just eat a pile of hair.
All right, after the break, we're going to line up some of the greatest treats of all time.
Ah,
And
yes.
E-Rock's going to indulge. What kind of bread did you bring in?
It's like I think it's either rye or whole grain. I don't know. It's brown.
Even the bread sucks.
You know what I hate?
Rye bread stinks.
7 grain, 9. How many grains are in those stupid breads? And it's not bread at that point. It's this, like someone put gravel in your bread.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Rye bread is not as good.
You need to try this part of my diet. It's called Ezekiel bread.
Oh, my girl
Like
eats that.
Ezekiel's
That's
meal?
That's a girl's
That's
bread.
biblical bread.
girl's bread.
Girl's bread.
What's Ezekiel?
It's awful, Jimmy.
You put it in your underwear to prevent spotting.
Girl's bread.
Ezekiel's bread.
I've tried it. It is awful.
It sounds terrible.
Well, we got a break, but I want to hear about that after.
Yeah, all right. All right, fine. We'll get into that in some whatever. Opie and Anthony, stay there.
This one brings me back.
I was trying to do something there, Stump Rain. This CD player is minutes away from getting the Christian Bale treatment.
Oh, no.
Minutes away. And you know how that tray pops out nice? I will snap it.
The cup holder?
Oh yeah, I will snap that right off the machine. That machine is affecting our radio show. Good morning, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
The machine! It's the machine!
People think we're joking, but we'll be doing this radio show until the equipment officially breaks down to the point you can't hear us anymore. It's happening slowly but surely. All right, 877-212-ONA. The greatest treats of all time. Should we get into this?
Yeah, I think we ought to do a little recap, I guess, for listeners that might not have been listening during the tail end of the program yesterday. Sam's dad. You know Sam, he's one of our guys here. Well, his father is a very interesting character, to say the least.
Some people are calling him a weirdo.
Well,
Sam's dad is a weirdo.
Weirdo's another word you could use. He's it's 2009, and he wears a handlebar mustache, one that kind of curls at the ends.
Oh, yeah.
It's big. It could go on anybody that sings in one of those barbershop quartets and look completely natural on that. It's a big one. Oh, it's a big one. And we thought it ended right there, where he just looked weird. He is weird.
He's been wearing the handlebar mustache for 40 years.
Yes,
we all change our looks, right?
Yeah.
We all change our look from time to time.
No.
He found this handlebar mustache, and, man, he's sticking with it.
Well, yesterday during our interview with him on the phone, during his phoner.
Well, he demanded an official interview instead of just being a caller to our radio show.
Well, he was being mocked relentlessly by us, so he decided to call in and defend himself.
Yeah.
So he, in mid-60s, grew this handlebar mustache to get his self-esteem up, I guess. And he says chicks were just flocking toward him, including none other than Sam's mom. So that handlebar mustache is responsible for us having Sam on our show.
That's what he said.
And you even being on the planet.
I guess so.
She couldn't resist that handlebar mustache.
How bad was his self-esteem when that was the picker-upper?
I know.
What was on his face before that?
Yeah, what's that covering up Stacy Keach's lip?
That's hilarious. I had a photo of the Manson murders taped under my nose, and girls didn't like me.
Sam, do you like the handlebar mustache?
Well, I don't think I'd be able to cope if it were gone.
You're
You know what I
so
mean?
used to it. It's your whole life.
Yes.
You know your dad with the handlebar mustache
It's
on.
not an odd thing to me.
So if he shaved it, you would be like, it's not even dad anymore.
You
right?
notice that your dad gets a few more looks out there when he's walking around?
I guess so. He does.
Have you noticed? I got to ask
we all love looking at freaks.
Yeah.
I got to ask you something, and you got to be honest.
All right.
Have you ever noticed people chuckling as they walk by and just known they were laughing at your dad's handlebar mustache?
Well, as I've gotten older, he does. I have noticed the looks he gets from the supermarket attendant or something.
Yeah, that's
Just kinda
exactly what I'm
smiling
thinking
when-
of.
Yeah. I mean, but
have you heard dick or anything like that?
nothing that blatant?
Not that blatant.
But I think he likes the attention. He likes the attention it brings him.
Yeah.
And in his mind, and I think it's true, people look at him like he's somewhat a person of importance.
Of importance.
Because why else would he have that facial hairstyle?
It's a person of importance back in 1905.
Yes.
That's when he would have been maybe a Wall Street executive or something where, you had the handlebar mustache and you're like, wow, Sal, we've just made another $12.
He's old school important.
Yeah. And his treats, as he calls them,
Yes.
are also old school because as we were talking about the handlebar mustache, we were kind of goofing on old things and the bicycle with the big front wheel and the little rear wheel and a monocle, I think was brought up.
That was brought up.
A monocle. Does he wear a monocle?
He doesn't.
And then his food habits and his eating got brought up, and that too is very odd and very old school in a way that nobody in this day and age would, like when he brought up buttermilk, that he drinks buttermilk. That was odd enough. And then wait till you hear what he does with it. But it's just, that was like something you would do, like, let's grab a glass of buttermilk, you and me. Yes, buttermilk. Then we'll catch the show on the Great White Way. Literally, white way.
Yes.
Wonderful. Not a Negro in sight. Obama president now. Well, I know.
Right,
I was just talking about the old days when
times
it
have
was
changed.
kind of like that.
Yeah,
Very racist society back then. I think Handlebar Mustache says racist.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
what else does it say,
Like a
Sam? Let's be
cowboy
honest
hat.
with each other.
Jeez.
Your dad's not up, right? We're not going to get scolded again today like we did yesterday.
I hope he's
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him to have gotten up at 6 o'clock and just turned the radio on.
Oh.
No, right now he's got that Fred Mertz stocking cap on, and he's snoring like. And the little candle on the side of his bed, the flames going in and out as he snores.
We got a guy who wants to defend the handlebar mustache.
All right.
Good luck to you, Gene.
Hi, Gene.
Hey guys, how you doing?
You sound like you have a handlebar mustache.
Well, I could have one, but I'm getting to the point where my mustache is long enough I can do that.
Right.
I'm 41. My dad is like 71, and he's had it forever since I remember him as a kid. My father's always had it. It's a little thin. It's not as big as that other guy's father.
Sam's, yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. It's he uses saddle soap on the ends. And,
Saddle soap?
Yeah, it's in a round can. He rubs it off and curls it up. It's thin on his ends, and they're very well-defined curls. He doesn't get any comments, although what he does get is the Indian fellows from India that he knows, like parking lot attendants where he used to work. Is that, oh, yes, very good. We like the handlebar mustache.
Well, because
I
they
think
have,
most guys wear those.
Yeah, they wear, but
They
it's not
probably
quite a
wear
handlebar
more than
mustache.
anyone else, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's not. But the thing is, like, they have the beard too. The Sikhs,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Sikhs have
With the
big
turbans,
mustache. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Every time you see one of these handlebar
I couldn't
mustaches.
resist. My father's had it for years, and I said even probably longer than Sam's dad.
Yeah.
It
And
must
he's
be
the only
very
one I
hard to
know,
get rid
though,
of.
Other than till I heard this today, I never heard of anyone else having one. Though I thought my father was the only one.
Now, there's people you still see walking around.
Yeah.
You shave it. That's how you get rid of it.
Yeah, you just
Yeah, it's an
Like
easy.
you said,
snip the
if he
ends.
was-
It's an easy solution, my friend.
if he
Snip,
shaved it, it
snip.
wasn't Dad. Because my father accidentally shaved his mustache once when I was a kid, and we were freaked out as kids. He wasn't Dad anymore.
Wow.
All right,
Great, a
Jim.
curly
Sounds
flavor
tragic.
saver.
The
Yes.
saddle soap is like. How does now? Is your mom still around?
Yes.
And how long has he had this mustache? Your whole life, right?
Oh, yes, pretty much.
Now,
yeah.
did it ever? Did the saddle soap ever annoy her when maybe they were kissing? No, I'm not talking. You don't have to be all intimate and everything, but just
No.
maybe a goodbye kiss, and she's then smelling saddle soap.
I don't think he puts that much on. It's pretty thin on the ends, and
Dude, I've used saddle soap.
She always kind of liked it. I think
It's pretty pungent
Why have you used it?
on a saddle.
Oh.
It's like,
Sorry.
where
Yeah.
it's supposed to go.
Stupid me.
Yeah,
Shoe
actually,
polish.
for a while, I was shining my saddle with mustache wax.
Wait, the saddle soap would curl the mustache up and keep it curled?
Yeah, I guess it acts like wax or
That's what he used
soap.
it for.
or-
Although there is mustache wax too. I used to buy him that for
Oh
Christmas.
my
That was
God!
like the only
Enough about the mustache.
Great stocking stuffer that is.
Well, you'd buy
Exactly.
a mustache wax for Christmas?
Yeah, that's because that's the only thing he'd want.
What a terrible household.
One of those tins of mustache wax could last like more than one lifetime.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would you have to buy one every year?
Unless you're
The little
clumping it
tube
on.
would come, and it would come with the little brush and comb for the mustache too, like in a little blister
A
pack.
whole mustache care kit.
She'd come with a mirror and a razor. Get over it. Cut the malarkey.
Realize you're not special. You're just like everybody else.
Right?
Get rid of your dumb mustache to try to stand out. Oh, sorry, Sam. You're still here.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, boy. All right. Gene, thank you.
You're just an odd man with a weird palate and an effeminate son.
All right, so we got the greatest treats of all time in front of us here, right?
Yeah, we got
As per Sam's dad.
Yes.
There's the
Wow,
buttermilk.
look at that.
Let me hold that a minute because I want to. It's 1.5% milk fat. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
It doesn't sound like that. Doesn't sound like a lot.
I've never seen buttermilk before.
No one has it. That's
This
right.
is all right.
Especially me.
There's
Yeah.
a problem here already.
Uh-oh.
This is cultured low-fat buttermilk. We don't want low fat. We want buttermilk.
Does he drink the low-fat buttermilk?
That's a carton from the fridge that he drinks.
Oh!
All right.
I thought maybe you ran out and got
No.
this.
I went.
What's the difference
John,
between buttermilk and milk?
The mercantile.
You stole your father's buttermilk?
He donated it to the show.
Yeah, he was all excited to be part of the show today.
That's
He's been retired a while. He's kind of bored. He needs a hobby, so he's deciding where his hobby. Great. Thanks, Sam. We're stuck with your dad for a while.
He's just going to be calling even after you get rid of me.
Like the unmistakable taste and limitless possibilities of our buttermilk,
Yeah.
whether it's in a stack of pancakes or a recipe for your favorite biscuits,
Biscuit.
Garlic Farms buttermilk always adds more. The key to life is what you add to it, and adding something is what we do best. So I guess whether you're crunching up crackers or
Right.
Pancakes.
It's amazing. It has a specific scent. It smells like spoiled milk.
It does?
Yes. That's
Oh,
what
perfect.
And it says
Yes.
their slogan up top is "Add something."
Exactly.
Does that mean just add something to it?
We got some saltine crackers.
All righty. That seems wow. That's a handlebar
And you,
mustache.
and you know how to break them up just right?
Yep.
Because we learned if you're going to have the greatest treats of all time, or some of the greatest treats of all time, you got to break up the crackers on top of the buttermilk in such a way, right?
Right.
And it's a regular onion. It's not even like a red onion.
No, yeah. This is just we got a regular
Ugh.
onion. Here's the bread, brown and grainy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just hard. Greatest treat. What was it?
Some of the greatest
Some of the
treats
greatest-
of all
One
time
of the greatest treats of all time.
Of all
is
time.
buttermilk. Yeah.
He said of all time.
But all of this is some of the greatest treats
Right.
of all time.
Oh.
So you got the bread, you got the crackers, you got the onion.
Some skinless and boneless sardines
Ugh.
in pure olive oil.
All right.
We got a potato.
Yeah, because this family of Sam's, they all like raw potatoes.
We all
They
eat the potatoes.
raw
They're good.
potatoes.
like an
They're
apple. How poor are you?
I know. This is
The
like
potatoes are good.
No one makes that weird when you bite into a raw potato, because I have.
yeah.
It bites like an apple, but you don't get the goodness of an apple.
No, you're getting this weird starchy taste, and then like the enamel on your teeth starts to like turn into cement.
It gets all slimy.
It's great.
Yeah.
It gets weird.
Yeah.
Like it reacts chemically with the enamel.
And you got a pickle.
A dill pickle on the side. I just did half a pickle because E-Rock doesn't eat a whole pickle.
No, that would actually be the treat at that point. So you want to give him as little of that as possible.
What happened to like Oreo cookies and a nice glass of milk for some of the greatest treats of all time?
A nice glass of buttermilk.
What? But
And crackers.
When you think treats, you think sweet. You think cookies. You think pie. You think ice cream.
My dad said
You
the
think
butter,
cakey, not flaky,
That's
right? Ed?
poverty food.
the buttermilk tastes like a delicious yogurt drink, he said.
Whoa!
Is he that fat?
No, he's not fat. He's got, a middle-aged man belly on him.
He's
but
got
No,
the
he's got a
dad body.
buttermilk
maybe
belly.
a buttermilk belly, but he's not
got
fat
the
at all.
dad body.
Yeah.
Buttermilk is milk that's left after the milk is made.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, so that's
Holy
all,
mother of God! They take the milk out, and that's what's left.
yeah, that's all the stuff no one ever wanted.
After you churn.
Then what is it? It's the butter, but
And then you
it's in between butter and milk.
It's the residual left after you churn butter. It's slightly sour and usually less fat than normal sweet milk.
Normal sweet.
Holy mother!
All right, Sam.
God.
Are you going to start preparing the some of the greatest treats of all time?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are we actually doing this today?
Well, I want to know
This
if
dumb
other
thing is-
people find it delicious.
This dumb thing has taken on a life of its own, and of course, E-Rock will be eating some of the greatest treats of all time. He's got to eat the whole sandwich.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, you've never turned down food before, right, E? Once?
Yeah.
What was that?
You were offering me s'mores and Oreos.
I think 12-year-old JC has a problem with the buttermilk thing.
All right, let's go to JC. JC.
Hey.
To use the button.
Hold on, JC. We didn't.
Yeah,
JC,
we
we
didn't
didn't
have
have you, JC. Start over.
What's up?
All right, wait, am I on or what?
Yes, yeah, let's go.
All right. Remember to save the buttermilk and send it to the boys in the trenches.
Oh my God, you just bombed. I love it.
That's great.
I did. Ah, shit. Okay.
Good recovery.
You little bastard, you.
It's hysterical.
We said he bombed and he went, S.
I
did.
I liked the line in print.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, we gotta save it for the boys in the trenches.
Well, his voice has got to mature before he starts doing
before he does
voices.
That old newsreel voice.
Yeah. The concept was definitely there.
He could have done a 4-H bit.
Yeah.
Where, his favorite cow that he won a blue ribbon with is making buttermilk.
Amazing.
Work on it.
Hey, yeah, we got a quickie as Sam.
We're cutting onions.
Yeah. Sam is preparing some of the greatest treats of all time for E-Rock. I missed the Letterman thing. What do you got on Letterman? You said that it was funny. I can't say his name still. The governor from Illinois.
Blagojevich is still. I mean, he's out. He's banned for life. But he is thinks he's a rock star.
I like this guy.
He's doing all the you like him.
I love him, actually.
Self-promoting ass.
How do you not love? He's got the best head of hair ever, and he just won't stop.
Yeah. He will go on every talk show. He's probably been advised by every legal advisor and everything to keep your mouth shut, just stay in your house, don't go out. And this guy just threw caution to the wind and does every single show out there.
He's going down like De Niro at the end of Cape Fear. He just won't stop.
He won't stop. So he did Letterman. And
Letterman had a great line.
Letterman didn't cut him any slack, that's for sure.
He's looking for his book deal.
Yeah.
He needs something to do now that he's not a politician anymore.
I don't think it's that calculated. I think this guy, just from, my own personal opinion of looking at people that are losing their minds, this guy's kind of losing it.
Or does he like the attention?
Well, that's just it. If you like the attention this much, the way he's doing it,
right?
There's something a little off about this guy.
Why exactly are you here? Honest to God. What?
Well, I've been wanting to be on your show in the worst way for the longest time.
Well, you're on in the worst way, believe me.
Great line.
Nice.
You're on in the worst way. Yeah, because he's famous for trying to commit a crime.
Mm-hmm. Boy, a politician committing a crime. That's crazy.
He's thrown out of office.
That's nuts.
Told never to return.
Yeah. Hey, I got to give props to Letterman. I was just telling you guys off air. On Friday, he did something really cool that went kind of unnoticed unless you're watching Letterman. I think the media should have picked up on it a little bit, or the comedy circles. But I'm a huge fan, still am, of Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
And Bill Hicks did Letterman's show many, many times. And back in 1993, I believe, he did a set for Letterman. And for some reason, Letterman said, nope, we're not airing that tonight.
Oh, he did do it on the show, and they didn't air it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And they shelved this Bill Hicks appearance for 16 years. 16 years. And the Bill Hicks people were trying to get this so they can maybe put it out on DVD for the fans and stuff, because it became this thing. And Letterman had Bill Hicks's mom on Friday, and they discussed this whole thing and how this set was never aired, blah, 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 and how did it make you feel? And Letterman had a real moment with Bill Hicks's mom. It was some really good TV. And to make a long story short, then...
They didn't air that.
Huh? Oh, they aired, yeah.
No,
do we have that?
They shelved his interview with the mother about shelving.
She was kind of boring, but she's a mom, And then they, on Friday, they aired this Bill Hicks appearance from 1993 that just sat on the shelf for 16 years. And Letterman even admitted on Friday he never saw the set since the day they decided not to air it.
Really?
It was a pretty good TV moment. And it turns out, too, we learned after the fact that when Bill Hicks did this in 93, he was already sick with pancreatic cancer and on his way out. And you can kind of tell because he's a bit thinner and he doesn't look as healthy as he used to.
Why did Letterman decide it wasn't good enough after he had been on?
It wasn't about not good enough. It's something. It's something we fight all the time. Yeah, Jimmy. Content. A little religious stuff in there, and I do believe some of the bits were a bit on the violent side, but hilarious. He takes some fine shots at Billy Ray Cyrus, who was popular at the time. Yeah. Now his daughter is, obviously.
Do we have any? I would love to hear Letterman talking to the mother at least. Do we have any of that at all?
Yeah, we could cut that up.
Okay.
But it was a great moment. I DVR'd it and checked that out last night, man. So props to Letterman, and he apologized to his mom and says, "I hope this helps you in some way." And she admitted, yeah, that really hurt Bill and it hurt our family. It was a tough one for us to, deal with. And
wow,
yeah, it was good. I liked it. You're opening up the sardines there, Sam.
We're opening the can of sardines for E-Rock.
All right, we got to take a break.
Those are never easy to open. You're always in imminent danger of slitting your wrists or fingers off or something.
Or the place the thumb meets the hand. I'm always afraid I'm going to cut there.
Why can't they come up with a better sardine can?
I'm a victim of the lid cut. Yeah. I almost lost my thumb as a kid.
I got a lid cut scar right there.
Yeah, this scar is still pretty impressive, and I got it when I was like 12 years old.
Mine wasn't opening the can, but it was
orange juice can.
Yes, taking it in though.
Remember when you had to make orange juice? Remember?
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone makes their orange juice anymore. And that was one, like as a kid, they're like, "Yeah, you want to make the orange juice today?" And I'm like 11 or 12, and I pushed the lid down after I with the can opener, and I sliced my thumb almost right off, or a nice chunk of it. And they were able to stitch it back together. I still got a nice looking scar.
Mine was the top of a Campbell soup can, and took it off, ate the soup. It was wonderful. Threw away the can and the lid, and then went to take the garbage out, and the garbage was stacked up pretty high. So I pushed down on the top of the bag, and the lid cut right through the bag, right through the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
It's like, why do they make things? This is dangerous.
It's like playing with razor blades as a kid.
Yeah,
You're playing with razor blades.
Let me throw some razor blades in the garbage and then press down on the top of it willy-nilly. I'll throw some broken glass in there.
Sure. All right, E-Rock, get ready. You're going to be trying some of the greatest treats of all. Ugh. I'm not a fan of the sardines.
Ew.
Nope.
They're actually tasty.
Let me smell that.
Sardine sandwich?
They smell fishy, I would think.
Yeah. I actually like sardines because they're an excellent comparison. Whenever I'm in a tight situation, I bring them up.
Yeah, well, of course.
This is...
Like I've had bad jokes packed in like a can of sardines.
Ta-da! Sardines are one of those foods they say is like one of the best things you could have. Too.
What?
Is it healthy?
Extremely.
How much sodium is in sardines?
Extremely healthy sardines.
It's one of the world's great treats.
No, it's not.
It isn't.
And we'll prove that when E-Rock attempts to eat a sardine onion sandwich
canned
with
fish
buttermilk
and buttermilk. How does your father ever eat? What's wrong with him?
All right, we got to take a break. E-Rock, get ready.
Yeah,
you're up next. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, 877-212-O&A. Let's have E-Rock try the greatest treats, or some of the greatest treats of all time.
Wait a minute, look, it's all stacked up. What is that?
This is the whole can of sardines.
A whole can of sardines, okay.
Yeah, and then 2 slices of onion that are about 1/4 inch thick each.
Yeah.
They kind of fell apart a little bit, so I spread it out across.
Oh, the pickle's on the sandwich, too?
No, the pickle is right here with the raw potato. That's a little snack on the side.
Oh, a little snack.
And then I waited, I didn't put the buttermilk concoction together yet because you got to eat, the crackers out of the buttermilk right away.
And that's like dessert.
That's dessert.
And your dad would be proud of how you prepared some of the greatest treats of all time?
This is he would look at this sandwich and say, "Oh my goodness, what did I do to deserve such a treat?"
You're an ass.
Here, present some of the greatest treats of all time with the pickle and the raw potato.
Okay.
Get a little picture here before we move it over to E-Rock.
It's prison food. Look at it. It looks like it belongs on a prison tray.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna eat that?
All right, E-Rock, you ready to try some of the greatest treats of all time?
We have some salt for the potato if you prefer with salt. Some people do.
I prefer pepper, actually.
What about
really?
What about your dad?
He said salt.
Likes salt on that potato.
He pours salt on everything, though. He doesn't even taste he just pours salt on.
What else does this health nut do? Salt on everything and buttermilk.
Buttermilk.
Did he prepare the buttermilk with the crackers?
Well, I wanted to wait till just before he eats the crackers, so that way they don't lose their crunch.
He's going to be able to squeeze mustache wax out of his aorta.
But I definitely think he should start with the sandwich because, as we discussed, the cracker buttermilk concoction is a treat. It's like dessert.
But it's timely.
So how does
you got to watch the timing on that one.
How does he wash down the sardine sandwich?
How about if you have the buttermilk and occasionally you sprinkle a cracker in when Fatso has to wash down a little bit of, I'm just for the bit.
He just threw his arms up in the air.
Now, when he wants to wash down some, you give him a little bit of buttermilk and you sprinkle some cracker and he spoons it into his mouth and that way you're eating a little treat along with the sandwich.
I want to keep the authenticity of Sam's dad and his consumption habits. Does your dad ever just drink buttermilk in a glass?
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, then that's fine. Then give
that's
him a
what we'll
little
do.
glass of buttermilk to wash it down.
Would anybody like to smell the buttermilk?
I'd like to smell it, yeah.
That's a lot of wash.
You don't even have to get it too close.
Oh,
It's strong.
Oh my God! It is
very strong.
It's like soury.
I can't smell that.
It kind of smells like it's the milk went bad. No,
Like
there's a
butter?
little more going on in there.
Oh God, this is disgusting.
Smells like breast milk, Anthony.
No, shut up.
Yes, thank you.
Oh God,
That's the reaction I had
There's
too.
a sour butter smell.
It's a salty treat. It actually probably is good with crackers. I got to say,
No effing way.
it's probably good with crackers.
No, it's
Just
not.
make sure,
Then
Eric-
eat it.
Eric, make sure
I'm
that you
busy.
take a big smell of it right before you take a gulp.
All right,
Bring it over.
All right, here's the.
Let's
No,
see.
you come
Let's see
here.
what it
You
looks
gotta
like
know.
when you pour it. I want to see what it looks like. Well, it is. It is thick.
It certainly is thick, Anthony.
Oh, you can't even hear it. You know how, like liquid when you can't hear it?
No, it just
Thick.
kind of goes into
You're
itself.
pouring motor oil.
Yeah.
It's one entity.
You're pouring like mercury or something right
You
into
could
a.
put that in a crankcase.
Right
I
into a-
bet.
40-weight milk.
Very viscousy.
All right, where do you want him to eat this?
Right
Do you want to
here.
do it on camera, or do you want me to do it over there?
They're
Yeah.
filming it. So
Come over here.
Go over there.
And
We're all set
we
up.
want you close.
Get over there now.
I'll just put the top piece of bread on the sandwich. Look
Tomorrow
at
we'll have sandwiches.
that. There you go.
Let's see.
What's wrong?
The onion smell.
Well,
Do you like onions, E-Rock?
Yeah, I do. It's just strong.
Of course you
Do you like sardines?
I've never had sardines.
Oh,
They're actually good.
Oh, wait. Maybe in like Caesar salad or something, but that's better.
Sardines and Caesar salad?
Oh, it's anchovies?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sardine?
Eric, you'll like this.
Which,
All right.
which am I eating first?
Well, have the sandwich. This is just your side dish.
Okay.
Your side dish.
You should try a sip of buttermilk first before you taint
Yeah.
your mouth.
Yeah, why don't you wash out your palate with some buttermilk?
You cleanse out your palate
Yeah.
with buttermilk.
Yeah, just have a sip of buttermilk.
Smell the buttermilk first.
It's not
like
bad.
a fine wine.
Smells like butter.
Give it a smell.
Clumpy.
Why are you shaking?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It smells like ranch dressing. It's really.
Really? Well, you've drank that before. He brings it in a thermos.
All right, a little swig of buttermilk.
Have a sip.
Just, yeah. Hey, Sam's dad drinks it. Go ahead, here you go.
It's probably good, Iraq.
Yeah, it is good.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Oof. Here he goes.
What's wrong?
Enjoy it. It's a great treat.
Yeah, enjoy the buttermilk.
Oh. What happened?
All right, so the great treat so far.
It's a bust.
What happened, E-Rock?
Is he enjoying it?
He's gagging. There's buttermilk all over the garbage and
It's just dumb buttermilk.
What happened that it made you gag like that?
Well, the salt separated from the what tastes like really sour milk, so you're getting the best of both.
Is it really that bad?
It's not bad when you first drink it,
Dude,
but as you start to, it starts to separate. And
people like butter. People like milk. That is the byproduct that's left over.
Yeah.
Why would you drink it?
Why would
Exactly.
you? Buttermilk stinks.
You want some crackers?
Well, you got to put it in the buttermilk. But that's dessert.
all right, let's
Yeah,
Let
don't
him now
spoil
have
the boys'
first
meal.
All right,
His
E-Rock
actual
is-
first course, the sardines, onions on some wonderful grain bread stuff.
No, take a bite out of the middle.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, wait. Why don't we cut the sandwich in half so you get a nice bite of goodness?
Well, he's eating the whole thing. You have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
Take
Oh,
a
you
bite
got
out,
to eat
right
that
out of
whole
the middle.
thing.
Wait.
There you go.
Come on, kid.
All right, he's lifting up the sardine and onion sandwich. Perfect for 7 o'clock in the morning. Hey, he's dropping the onions out of the sandwich.
Yeah.
Don't lose any onions.
What's wrong with
boy?
you?
You miss out on flavor.
All right, he's about to bite into some of the greatest treats of all time, according to Sam's dad.
The middle, not the side.
There's no... You're an ass.
He's shaking. Why are you shaking?
Because this smells horrible.
Oh. How is it?
It sounds so dry.
Yeah, I know. You hear that?
He's making a face.
He's not happy.
Eat the canned fish.
Good.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh! So it is the greatest treat.
It's the onions that is making this worse.
Have another bite.
What is
I can't
it?
suck down the first part.
Well, wash it down with some buttermilk.
Yeah.
You have a
Come on.
delicious beverage there.
Yeah.
Taste.
Huh?
Make it into a nice buttery, salty, milk byproduct, fishy, pasty.
Yeah, wash it down. Wash it down with some
Product. Enjoy. A nice sip. Thick buttermilk.
There you go. Come on. Come on, Iraq.
It should be drained out of a Trojan.
Here he goes.
Come on, Iraq. You can do
Taking
that.
down that buttermilk, washing down that.
Attaboy.
There you go. Oh, my God.
Oh, he's shaking. He's shaking. Oh, no.
Have a bite of potato. Have a bite.
Yeah, have a bite of potato.
Potato, that'll
That'll help
That'll
out.
fix
There you go.
Right.
Bite of raw potato.
raw potato.
Raw potato.
There you go. Just take
Shut
a
up.
bite.
A big bite.
Big bite.
God.
That's
Big
how,
bite. There
That's
you
how
go.
Sam's dad does it.
There you
Oh, God. It's like he just ate a rock. Oh, listen to that crunch. Nothing crunches like that. A potato.
How's the raw potato? That's not bad.
The potato actually is a welcome treat to all of us.
Wow,
All right.
a welcome treat. So what you do is you go from bad to worse, and by the end, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
It's the wonderful. Boy, your house must sound like termites. All right, with all these just eating raw potatoes. Do you laugh at how much each crunches? Do you and your dad crunch and then laugh?
Let's go to Ryan real fast in Indiana. Ryan.
Hey, E-Rock, look on the bright side, buddy. At least your breath smells better now.
Oh, bad breath.
That's not nice.
Hey, you want to dip the sardine sandwich into the buttermilk?
Not
You know
at
how
all,
people
no.
like to dip their sandwiches a little bit?
Well,
a little bit.
Might.
Or how about
Sandwich, E-Rock.
How about another big bite of the sardine and onion sandwich?
Yeah.
Get a good one.
Get a good one.
Attaboy.
There you go. He's digging in.
Yummy.
Nice, right? Oh, yeah. All right.
It's our time, Rock. You're absolutely right.
Is this one of the worst things we've made you do?
It's up there.
I can tell by your face. His face is red and on the verge of lots of tears.
Some of the world's greatest treats.
According to Sam's dad, yes.
Wow.
How about a sip of butter?
Oh, well, wash it down. Wash it down.
No,
A little
wash-
buttermilk.
wash it down.
Wash that down with some delicious buttermilk.
Here we go.
So thick and creamy. Not quite butter, not quite milk.
That's the stuff at the bottom of the bucket in the barn after they lift the cow's filthy udders out.
Are there any black crusty things that fell off the cow's teeth?
Oh, you got a sardine bone?
He's got
sardine bone in your tooth?
That wasn't completely boneless.
All right, get a nice sip of buttermilk
You're
there.
eating like a stray cat.
Yeah. Come on, let's get some buttermilk
Yeah.
in there. I'll wash it
Get
all
a
down.
good one. Nice big gulp will wash that right down, Iraq.
Yeah, they do scrape the buttermilk,
Yeah,
right?
they scrape it from the bottom of the barrel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It smells sour.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all the goodness that's left over.
It's probably a little like cow urine in the milk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
It's a little of everything. Might even be some, baby maker in there.
When you look at a cow's udders, there are a lot of nooks and crannies in between the udders, and what collects in there is this dirt from
Dirt,
it's
sweat.
It's manure.
Yeah.
It's sweat.
Yeah.
It's other stuff, and it actually forms these flat plates of gunk that fall out into the milk and make black speckles. And I know that when they do the buttermilk, that's part of the byproduct also that is filtered out and put in the buttermilk.
Yes. Like hardened scabs in a way
That's what makes,
of gunk.
That's what makes it so salty, to tell you the truth. It's the bovine sweat that you're getting from the cow teat.
This is starting to look like rice pudding.
Oh, good. Enjoy it.
It curdles real fast?
It's getting a little clumpy.
You're going to say that about your waist later, too.
Rice pudding.
That just... It smells like curdled, cottage cheese. There's a little cottage cheese
smelling.
that's been left out a little too
All
long.
right.
Enjoy your treat.
Nice, big, warm mouthful,
Yeah.
Rock.
Delicious, warm mouthful.
Make sure it's nice and warm.
Yeah. It's nice to
What a treat, Sam. That's pushed away. Wait, he's shaking here.
chew your
Big
milk,
one.
E-Rock. Chew it.
Big gulp.
That's right. Swallow that.
Oh, God. Oh, he didn't quite make it. Held it in the mouth too long, did you?
Best thing to do, hold your nose and swallow it, then ask him to drop you off.
Oh, God damn.
Look at that garbage pail.
Oh, it's a mess of buttermilk and sardine bones.
Yeah, why don't you bite into the pickle?
Yeah, maybe the pickle will be a good treat now.
Yeah, some of the greatest treats of all time. We haven't even touched the pickle yet.
It's like you're having dinner over Sam's house.
Yum.
This is great.
Pickle's all right. What's wrong
Oh,
with
what's the matter with the pickle?
Doesn't
Doesn't go good with buttermilk?
Who would think that a milk and pickle didn't go well together? Buttermilk, yes.
Buttermilk, yes. Nice, warm, viscous buttermilk.
More sandwich now, I think, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, another big bite.
I was thinking more buttermilk. What's wrong with you, Jimmy?
Switch it up. Switch up the order.
A little bit.
A nice big gulp. I hope it's getting warmer under these lights too, because it's much better warm. Then it's like a creamy custard. It's
Yeah.
almost like a custard.
Yeah, enjoy. Why don't you pour some more of that?
No, I've got enough. Thanks.
Oh, I don't know.
Enjoy your coagulating beverage.
E-Rock, could you just give us a nice gulp of buttermilk?
It's pre-soured.
Yeah.
Let's play rodeo with the buttermilk. Let's see if we can keep it down.
Nice big gulp. That's a whole shot you got in there. You should be able to down that entire shot.
There you go.
Come on. If that was Jaeger, you'd be doing it.
That's right.
All right, here goes
There
E-Rock.
you go.
He's trying to chug the buttermilk.
All right.
Your beverage is clotting.
This buttermilk is not disappointing
It's
anyone.
forming skin.
It's horrific.
Oh, on the top?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. Forming skin?
All right, we all got
There's sardine in there.
All right, give us a good gulp. Here he goes, E-Rock.
Big gulp.
Some of the greatest treats of all time.
Just sip it.
Nice
You do it, big boy.
gulp of buttermilk.
That
Come on.
thick-
All the way, all the way.
You feel the skin sliding down your tongue?
Ew, I can smell it. Oh. He's gagging. Good stuff. Oh, he poured it out. Well, I think now you got to refill.
That's right. He spilled it by accident. You're spilling it.
Stop. You're spilling it. Well, no, he made all gone with it. He must love it. Fill it up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another whole big cup of creamy, warm buttermilk.
That's a lot of buttermilk, Sam.
Oh, it's.
Oh, he's going. You can't go for a cracker now. You can't eat the cracker.
No, the
plain.
crackers can't. No, the crackers
gotta
go
go
with
in
the
the
buttermilk. Don't you know how the greatest treats of all time goes?
You're not done with the sandwich
Yeah.
Yeah, have a
That's
nice.
the reward, right?
Yes.
You don't get your dessert first. Clean Plate Club.
Clean plate club.
What's the clean plate?
It's when you eat all your meals.
All right.
Dessert.
You're a member of the Clean Plate Club. I bet you and your dad have fun with stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, a nice another big bite of his sardine. He's making a face that says, "I love it."
Yeah.
Oh God!
How could you not, right, Ed?
It's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
I've seen crushed glass enjoyed more than he's enjoyed this meal.
Sounds like the potato.
Yeah, bite into the potato again.
I want to hear the potato,
And some pickle.
Yeah.
and then wash it all down
With the buttermilk.
buttermilk.
Get a nice big bite of the potato for everybody. It sounds good on the radio.
Yeah, that's a good one.
E-Rock can't even really stand up straight.
No, he's shaking. He doesn't look good.
Sam, it's official. Your dad is a weirdo. He actually enjoys this.
Oh, here goes the here goes the potato. Raw potato.
Doesn't it sound wet and uncooked?
It sounds awful.
But it's so inviting.
I've never been able
compared
to
to everything else.
hear something that tastes awful.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
This is the best part of the meal. It kills the taste of everything else.
Oh, good.
All right. You want to wash it down with some more buttermilk?
Now you got to wash it all down with a nice brand new cup that he's got of delicious milk butter byproduct.
Before the skin forms at the top.
Yeah, like when you leave pudding out.
Yeah.
It gets a skin on it, and then you leave it out longer, and it cracks like an earthquake. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff, right, E?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, E-Rock.
All right, E-Rock.
It's like drinking out of a giant zit.
If you're just tuning in, E-Rock.
He just put the cup down after Jimmy's comment. He's taking a little more time. Oh, it is. Isn't it like pustule fluid?
Yeah, that's true.
How else can we describe this?
Some
That's
kind of
good.
sample.
Yeah.
You ever squeeze one that just takes so long and then it finally gives and just all over the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You do
right.
it.
Are you actually chewing the buttermilk? Some people want to know.
You're supposed to.
Is it lumpy yet?
Not yet.
This buttermilk,
Roll that around in your mouth.
the buttermilk really changes form pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, E-Rock is enjoying some of the greatest treats of all time, according to Sam's dad.
Yes. This is amazing because he really doesn't like this.
No.
Well, the buttermilk. Wow, look at that. It's a big, nice, full cup again. No, that's okay. I've seen it. Yeah.
do it.
All right.
It's
Let her-
globby.
Don't go with a little dabble, do you? Either we're
No.
looking for
A
a
mouthful.
nice big mouth.
Wait, could we have him do a little in his mouth?
Oh yeah.
A little
You know,
gargle,
so-
like
you
a
know-
little swish it around.
Yeah. Sometimes you use the drink that you're washing down everything with to kind of cleanse your teeth and your palate and your tongue.
Swish it around.
Why don't you swish that around your mouth a little bit?
Yeah, you should, E-Rock.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, usually good with the lines. He's just writing today, E-Rock effing rules. Yeah. No jokes, just saying E-Rock effing rules. Yeah, swish it around your mouth
Go ahead.
before you wash out your mouth.
Looks like he's drinking a tumor.
There.
Jesus. Oh no.
Now swallow that delicious thick.
It came out. He can't drink it. Oh, he can't do it. How is this a treat in your house, Sam? There's a man vomiting from drinking it.
This is supposed to be a treat. E-Rock, why don't you bite into the potato, because that's the only thing that helps you
How about
out.
some pickle? I think that'd be helpful. too.
Yeah, get that pickle.
How about a combo? A little bite of the pickle and a nice big bite of the raw potato.
Yeah.
Is it an acquired taste, or I don't understand?
It's just it's one of the great treats
Of course.
of our all time.
We figured that out.
I say you enjoy some pickle without the potato first. I don't like the way you're trying to kill the pickle taste.
I know.
That's cheating and it
Get
bothers
that
me.
pickle.
You're wasting.
You seem to like
likes the pickle,
last time,
Sure he
especially
does.
right after the buttermilk.
Ah, the pickle has got to be very inviting at this point.
He's angry.
What's wrong
His face looks angry.
Now you don't like the pickle anymore?
Why do you have such an angry face?
I have no taste buds left. This is burning.
He looks like little Steven on The Sopranos. He's making that.
Yes, Sil.
Yeah, thank you. Can remember his character name. And a big.
There he goes. Eating a granite countertop. Oh, E-Rock.
Ant's taking video with his flip.
Oh, yeah. I'll put some of this up on my Facebook later.
And I've been sending pictures out to all the followers on Twitter. Opie Radio on Twitter. I'm sending pictures out as E-Rock enjoys the greatest treats of all time. Or some of.
Treats
Some of it.
of all time.
Yeah.
I want to know in time what some of the other treats are.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah, not today, though.
No.
That would be
No,
crazy.
we're concentrating on the wonderfulness of the buttermilk.
Around the holidays, your father will enjoy a gravel driveway.
Did he eat enough of the sardine sandwich?
Only half.
No, only half, Hope.
Oh, well, it's got to finish that up.
What do you want to do, E-Rock?
People starving.
We're heading toward a break, but what do you want to do?
I want to die is what I want to do.
More sardine.
All right, how about one big? How about the grand finale? Let's go with a. How you want to do this, Ann? One big bite of the sardine sandwich.
Yeah.
Throw in the buttermilk and bite down on the potato all at the same time.
Pickle.
Pickled potato.
All right.
He loves that potato.
This is the grand finale. You know how you see fireworks and you're like, ooh, and then it's finally, the ending?
Yeah.
Big bite of the sardine onion sandwich. How do you want to do this? Bite into the potato and then drink the buttermilk all at the same time, or one after another?
Yeah, because you want to
rapid fire.
Taste.
Rapid fire.
All right, how about this? Listen to me closely. You got a big bite of the sardine sandwich, bite of the potato, drink the buttermilk, bite down on the pickle.
Swallow it.
End of enjoying this.
But one after another.
Yeah.
I want your
rapid
mouth
fire.
full of everything.
Yeah.
Sandwich, potato, pickle, milk. All right.
No. Sandwich, potato,
milk,
buttermilk, pickle.
Oh,
yeah.
Attaboy.
End with the pickle.
Here it is.
The grand finale.
And you got to do that until you swallow it. If you spit it back out, you got to do it again.
Get it all in your mouth. Okay, here's a big bite of that sandwich. You put in the sandwich down. It sounded like Don Corleone in the tomato field. And now the potato. Ooh,
nice.
Ow. All right, keep going. Don't swallow too much.
Nope.
Milk. Big
Mouthful
mouthful of buttermilk in there.
And you
big mouthful.
And don't puke until you get to the
Hold
pickle.
It in.
All right, hold it in. Hold it in.
It's gone. No, he's trying out. It's gone.
Got to do it again.
Oh, this poor son of a bitch.
And it's just, this isn't even like Fear Factor food. This is something that Sam's dad eats and enjoys.
It's not just what he enjoys. What is it, Sam?
These are some of the greatest treats the world has seen. It's my dad's typical Sunday lunch.
Yeah.
Like a lazy
That's
Sunday
what
lunch.
makes this so great. I mean, we could do this. We could get the same reaction from Fear Factor crap.
Yes.
This is regular crap.
This is like in ancient times, they would bring the king ice.
Mm-hmm.
They would bring him ice, where they would then shave the ice and put sugar cane on it. And they would eat that, and it was just the nectar of the gods.
Oh, yeah.
And that is what I'm assuming buttermilk and saltines, which he hasn't had
How
yet.
would they bring the king ice?
They would go north and then pack the ice in straw and mud to insulate it, and then bring it all the way back to like Egypt and stuff.
What?
Ice. And
For
then
real?
The king could do whatever the hell he wants. He's a king. And then they would shave that ice and put like sugar cane that the ships would bring back from the Caribbean and stuff, and they would make a sweet ice. Oh, and the king would love it. He'd lop off a head just because he was happy.
They couldn't figure out how to make their own ice back then.
No, you're not an ice machine.
Well,
what are you going to do? Doc Brown, as a matter of fact, though, did make an ice machine in the 1800s.
Yeah.
But he's Doc Brown.
Hey, why don't we have Sam's dad on the phone?
He should be calling.
He should. Maybe after the break.
Well, that
You
was,
guys don't understand. Buttermilk is one of the great treats of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
All right, E-Rock.
Wow, E-Rock, E-Rock earns his keep around here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, not from work or anything.
No,
I'm just
well,
saying it's
and we're gonna keep
of course not.
we're gonna keep the hat bit going. This Friday, what kind of hat are we making? Are we gonna go with the cabbage?
I think a hollowed out piece of cabbage, but it has to have some kind of adhesive. So we need something sticky.
Mayo.
Maybe honey.
Mayonnaise
on
or
his
honey or
head,
something.
and then we just slap, and we can cut it like a Moe haircut, the cabbage, so it looks like a green retard hair.
We're making him into Cabbage Head.
Yeah, Cabbage Head.
On Friday's show. To keep the hat.
Oldie time
head
football
going.
helmet.
Yeah.
Made
All
of
right.
cabbage.
You're right, E-Rock.
Is buttermilk that? Is that? I have a question.
You want to taste it, Jimmy?
I don't want to, but Dave is lurking, and it looks like he wants some buttermilk. I'm wondering,
David.
is it that bad?
I don't know. He's Jewish. Is he allowed to do
Yes,
this?
he is. It's only buttermilk.
No,
David, come here.
David.
Is it kosher?
I
Is
bet
it
you he's not allowed to
kosher?
do this.
Sure, he can.
Is that kosher?
He's not.
David, are you allowed to drink buttermilk?
Yeah.
I don't see why I wouldn't be allowed to. It's just butter and milk. It's not anything against the Jewish religion.
All right.
Of course not.
You allowed to do that though?
Jews? I think a Jew would be allowed to drink buttermilk.
No, I said, are you allowed?
Oh, am I allowed to? I think I would be allowed to drink buttermilk. It wouldn't be anything wrong with it.
Or a fresh cup.
It's just a drink.
Isn't there something about why don't you have a ham sandwich, too, you friggin' don't know anything about the Jews?
I'm not going to eat a ham sandwich, no.
No?
Of course not. That's crazy.
No, I wouldn't do that, but I'd drink some buttermilk.
Try the buttermilk and tell us what it tastes like.
I want to get him a clean cup, though, not one that you spit back into it.
Yeah, that's true. Good looking out. I wouldn't do that.
All right, we'll do it after the break.
Looking out.
We'll do it after the break. No, let's do it now, I guess. Okay, let's hurry up. We're late for a break here.
That's okay. We'll catch up sometime.
Yeah, no.
He puts the hat on. This kid's prepared.
All right.
David is going to try some buttermilk. He's smelling it. What does it smell like, David? Huh?
Smells like butter.
Jeez, you got your nose way in there.
It doesn't smell like milk at all.
No, it smells like butter.
Smells exactly like 100% butter.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. I'm
To me,
telling
it smells
you.
like butter 100%, yes.
They wouldn't have had that reaction if it smelled like butter.
Yeah, it really
smells like butter.
There's something else going on with it.
It smells like butter.
Has a bit of sour.
Does it smell like milk?
No, not at all like milk, no.
All right.
Okay.
Try it out.
All right, give it a swig.
Oh, man, this kid loves his buttermilk.
I've never seen anyone happier to drink anything.
What do you think?
Okay, it's not that bad.
Well, you know something? The Hebrew religion, the people that follow the Hebrew religion, are not used to good food.
You know what? It kind of tastes like a liquidy cottage cheese.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
It tastes like cottage cheese that you left out a little too long. Or
Yeah,
something.
like a liquidy. Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break.
Disgusting.
Thanks for ruining the segment, Dave, by having no reaction whatsoever.
I'm sorry.
That's
it's
perfect.
Not that bad.
That's
to me.
beautiful.
Different tastes.
I understand.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
E-Rock rules. We'll continue. Opie and Anthony. You go to onaradio.com. It's a bunch of pictures from E-Rock enjoying some of the greatest treats of all time, Anthony. Very interactive out there.
Called.
That's where the pictures are right now. Opie and Anthony.
Although, I don't know if I put that under the subheading of good news or great.
It's very good news. Wait till you see the picture of the aftermath of he splattered the greatest treats of all time everywhere, like he just blew his brains out.
He's a messy eater.
Jimmy's gonna be at Caroline's this weekend, starting
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow already? Wow.
Tomorrow through Sunday.
Wow.
I can't believe it's tomorrow night. 212-757-4100. I get this whole thing I'm doing with the great treats of all time, actually. It's my closing bit.
Wow.
Where I juggle the sardine sandwich, the potato, the pickle, and the buttermilk, and I ingest them all at once.
Yeah.
Take a bite out of each one as it passes by your mouth while you're juggling it.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
While my toenails are being chewed off by an invalid.
Hey, can we get a mouse update, too? Just something to think about. One of the guys in the back office, see if we caught any mice. We're going to move on, but we're very fortunate to have on our phone right now Sam's dad.
He's like Edward Norton. We can only get him on the phone. He doesn't do it in studios.
Now, this is the beauty of what you just heard on our show. Sam's dad actually enjoys the greatest treats of all time.
Of course.
E-Rock hated some of the greatest treats of all time. Sam's dad, everyone.
Listen, what I want to know is, when did my lunch take over Whip 'em Out Wednesdays?
Wow. Well, good point.
Believe me,
That's a good point.
I've seen both.
Yeah.
Whip 'em Out Wednesdays is better.
Well, of
Yeah.
course it is.
It's kind of freezing around here, though, so girls don't really want to whip them out. But
I guess that's true.
The whole WOW movement continues. We just don't focus as much right now. But when it gets warmer, we'll certainly focus.
I
again.
hope so.
Well, now, E-Rock went through some of your greatest treats the world has ever known, and while you enjoy them, E-Rock's reaction,
a little different.
One of our interns is cleaning up like they cleaned up the back of Kennedy's limo.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, the only thing I can explain about E-Rock is, you know how with wine, it takes a certain mature palate to develop that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
E-Rock.
Maybe E-Rock has to continue on. I don't know.
Has an immature palate.
Evidently.
So you can actually just drink straight buttermilk, like without the crackers?
Great. Really, it is one of the great refreshing drinks.
It's not refreshing.
It is
awful. Refreshing is something like if you're working out and you're really thirsty, something thin like water, Gatorade. That's refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
Buttermilk is a heavy, viscous, it's not refreshing. It brings your mucus starts pouring out of everything mucus pours out of.
Just a little observation. You could tell that Sam's dad was an ad man.
I guess
how he describes
the talent of the beholder.
Yeah. Wow. You're like Larry Tate.
Yeah.
But if it's really hot, would you come in and have a cool glass of buttermilk to cool off?
Absolutely.
A cool glass of buttermilk on a hot day.
Yes, absolutely.
And does it bother you when it gets thick and begins to get the skin on the top?
It doesn't get thick. What you do is you shake it up and you drink it. You don't sit there and play with it.
When he sweats, he looks like Ash from Alien after he got hit over the head. White stuff pouring out of him.
Oh my God. And you pretty much eat that every weekend.
I would eat it a couple of times a month.
Yeah. All right.
When it's time to reward yourself.
Exactly. But then you guys probably wouldn't want to know about Sam's mother's brother, who liked mustard and sugar sandwiches when he was a kid.
Mustard and sugar.
Oh, E-Rock's going to enjoy that. Wait, I used to do margarine and butter sandwiches because we were poor.
Poor people tend to live in clusters.
Wait, mustard and sugar is too... Margarine and butter or whatever are too similar.
You could almost deal with that.
They're of the same ilk.
Yeah, but mustard, you're confusing the hell out of your palate.
Look how happy he is, though, while he eats it. Just listen.
Greatest new sound ever. I'm so jealous you have it.
I love that one.
So butter and mustard. I mean, mustard. Is that what you said? Mustard and sugar? What kind of mustard and what kind of bread?
Just regular French's, yellow mustard, white bread, and granulated sugar.
Sure.
I can't imagine those tastes even mixing.
No. Do you have some of the other greatest treats of all time that you haven't shared with us yet, Sam's dad?
Well, no. I mean, I have my own. I have my own idiosyncrasies. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
Of things that that I enjoy, that I've developed over a lifetime of culinary experimentation.
Culinary experimentation.
I love Sam's dad.
He doesn't cook at all.
No, well.
No,
why would you?
Notice nothing had to be cooked.
Yeah.
You put it all together. It's all in the combination.
It certainly is.
He could just whip that up.
Yeah.
Your father's not even... If electricity is, removed from our society, your dad wouldn't even notice what he eats.
No.
None of it matters.
I give him a can opener, he's happy.
Yep.
Well...
yeah, good stuff. Well...
But it is good stuff. As Oak pointed out earlier, there's not much better than sardines as far as a health content.
It's one of the best foods you could eat. I just can't.
So, and onions, of course, are terrific. Potatoes are terrific.
Yeah, but you're washing it down with buttermilk.
But buttermilk is great. Read the label. The labels don't lie.
You can't even find buttermilk
of course,
because we're in a different century
of the carton you have there.
Yeah,
they don't tell a lie.
Yeah,
companies don't lie when they're plugging products.
You know that, right, sir?
Got 'em.
Yeah.
Per serving size is 1 cup, and you're getting 100 calories.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
isn't it?
From 1 cup, 100 calories, 1.5 grams of fat. 1 gram of saturated fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol,
yeah, it's all
340 milligrams of sodium.
Wow.
13 grams of carbs,
10 grams of asbestos,
12 grams of sugars, but you do get a little bit of calcium there, 30% of your USDA recommended daily allowance there.
That's why I'm not hunched over.
Are you upset that Sam doesn't partake in some of the greatest treats of all time?
I tried to, but Sam is kind of beyond hope now. But suffice it to say, Sam has his own, shall we say, idiosyncrasy.
Oh boy, does
certainly does.
I see a pattern here. Yeah. Sam likes fish sticks and little weird things, very specific frozen foods. Ilya's pizza.
Yeah.
You like uncooked things. Is Sam's mom a terrible cook?
That could be it.
Is Sam's mom a terrible, terrible cook?
She is certainly an indulgent cook.
No, she's a ridiculous cook, actually. Like, she
really
makes
good?
Everything from scratch, like pie crust from scratch. And
well, then why are you guys eating crap out of cans?
I don't eat crap. I eat crap a couple of times a month.
Well, you want to save it to make it special.
Sure.
So she's a good cook.
Wouldn't be special if you ate it
She's a
every
very
day.
good cook.
Okay.
But she won't come in the kitchen after I have my sardine sandwich.
All right, Sam's dad, everyone.
Sam's dad, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I'm going to step out of character. We love your son. He does a good job for us.
Isn't that grand?
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Grand. Everything's grand.
1850.
This guy is so old school. Sam's dad, everyone. Quick update from Mars. The other joint has a mouse problem. Got a lot of mice.
Yeah.
Mars, what do we got? What's the update?
Good morning, muchachos. I'm sorry to inform you nothing. We have nothing.
What are we doing wrong? Have you seen any mice this morning?
Smart mouse.
No, I have not seen any mice this morning.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mars. They moved my trap, which I didn't care for. Where'd they put it?
They put it directly underneath the intern area.
How about they put it back where it was?
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely. But I think that you would be better off if we move it over to by where the vacuums are.
I'll trust your judgment.
Yeah,
you can move my trap wherever you want.
Yeah, Mars, move the traps around. We got a nice bet going on here. First guy to catch a mouse.
Okay, no problem.
And make sure the traps are working.
Oh, yeah, I tested them this morning. The batteries are good, LEDs go on, and all that good shit.
Yeah, we're just... Oh,
Well, technically, he is over there.
Yeah, he doesn't know any better. They're electric traps, and they're working fine. All right, Mars, thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye.
All right,
we
there you
also
go.
have Otto coming in at 8.
Otto will be joining the show next, I do believe. But first, it's Black History Month.
Ooh.
We're gonna like what are we doing here? We're
Paying tribute.
Sure.
To so I guess some of the lesser known black heroes throughout American history.
There you go. Perfect setup.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor actor Tony Burton, who played hard-nosed trainer Duke, whose presence in all 6 Rocky films collectively adds up to 1 page of dialogue.
Let's start building some hurting bombs.
Hang in there, Tony. Unlike Apollo Creed, you didn't die. There's always a chance you could be back should Stallone choose to make Rocky 7. Stay tuned for more icons of Black history.
Yeah.
On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Very happy. Moving right along, we got Otto from Otto and George in studio. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, by the way.
Anyway, I enjoyed your buttermilk sardines segment. I was having my bowl of Lucky Charms with Diet Pepsi and washing it down with a chicken salad sandwich with Ben Gay on wheat toast. Boy, I got here just in time. You guys are completely out of ideas. Jesus. Nice. Produce that segment. Jesus.
But it's so
I missed you guys, man.
Yeah, we miss you, Otto.
Yeah.
That's some of the greatest treats of all time.
Do I ever really pop into your head? Do you guys ever think about me when I'm not right in front of you? Or,
Absolutely.
Are you just busy shoving wads of cash into empty paint cans like Vito on The Sopranos? Late at night with your piles of money.
I got your DVDs. We throw them in.
Really?
Yes,
Thank you, man.
of course I do. I love Otto.
Thank you, man.
So you're on the Facebook, too.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Is that good?
Yeah, you know. We hooked up. We're pals now on there.
Does George have his own page?
George gets a book out.
George should have his own page.
Yeah.
You should be working 2 Facebook pages.
Yeah.
One for yourself, one for George.
God.
Yeah. Are you guys like, what kind of friends are you? Are you doing the tickle fights and all that other weird stuff they do on Facebook?
I ignore every one of those things.
Yeah.
Ooh, a poke. You got a present. You got a kiss.
Wait.
You got a heart. You got a this. You got...
What's a poke?
I don't know. I just delete them.
Yeah.
And then everybody trying to get me into that stupid mafia thing.
What mafia thing?
It's like a game, a mafia mob war game on Facebook. And I'm just like, ignore. You come to a part of my family, and I'll do... Shut up. Ignore.
When are they going to have the technology to put the image of a computer onto a widescreen TV, or do they have that
They
yet?
can now.
Oh, yeah.
They can already?
Oh, yeah, they got that.
Because every time there's something great on YouTube, I go, I want to see this bigger, you know?
Oh,
They've already worked on that? Good.
My screen is the biggest. I got an old flat screen TV.
You know what, though?
My computer screen is an old TV that's not old, it's flat. It's this big.
But
But it's a computer screen, or it's a separate TV screen?
It's like a monitor. And
Same
you pop
thing
it
now.
in, and
Really?
the quality's wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Progressive scan.
Well, we're living in great times technology-wise, yeah. Really?
Yeah. The thing is, with YouTube videos, though, if you blow them up the size of a big screen TV, it's going to be all pixelated.
A little
and stuff
bit.
Because they
You'll lose a little, but
compress the
drop
crap out of it.
Drop out of clarity. That's all right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
old.
but you just back up and you squint a little bit, and man, it's like high def.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure.
Try it. You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Come on.
So I haven't been here in a while since your Obama won. I know you weren't too happy about him.
Obama president, nah.
Yeah.
He loves Obama.
Yeah.
What?
He just doesn't know it yet.
No, yeah, and I don't think I'm going to know it for at least 4 and perhaps 8 years.
I'm tired of the celebration. You know, he can't dance. Stop dancing and get on with your job of being president, you know?
Yes.
Really.
That's how I feel. And this whole celebration thing is like,
It's
enough
too show
already.
business. You're a politician. Fix everything that's wrong.
Always try.
The White House had
It's off to a
actually
good
the White
start.
House had to put out some kind of statement where they're going to try to curtail merchandising of the president.
Oh,
because it's gotten ridiculous with the people hawking T-shirts and buttons. And
but
stuff.
Doesn't that help the economy? They should just allow that to continue.
Not down here in Midtown, my friend. I think if you go uptown, every corner you could buy a T-shirt, a thing with him with a halo nailed to a cross, whatever you want to see. The new Messiah.
Black people really think that their lot in life is going to change now. This guy's a politician. He doesn't care.
Let me ask some of the old ladies up in the Bronx that are being pummeled by some young gentlemen. If things have changed since Obama's been in, they got videotape they're playing all morning on the news of this lovely gentleman that is going up and just pummeling old ladies.
Yeah.
And stealing their money and doing whatever else.
He is the first black guy to be followed by security outside of a department store. Riggit, I thought that was good.
That is good.
Nice. Where are you going to be, Otto? Should get the plug in. Treehouse.
God, I got.
Well, that's why you're here. Let's be honest with each other.
I have a performance this Saturday. No, I didn't come here to plug. I came here because I feel like I'm vanishing when I'm not on this show. I'm just somewhere out there in the B room universe, and then when I come here, I feel like I'm pertinent again. You play the tree houses, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, Treehouse in Saturday with Danbury.
Yeah, they love
Stanford.
Stanford.
This Saturday, Otto and George, Treehouse Comedy Club, Stanford, Connecticut. TreehouseComedy.com for tickets.
And all my Long Island friends on February 18th at the brokerage.
In Belmore. I haven't been there in a while. It's nice little spot.
It's
there.
nice. They fixed it up. It's cool. Yeah, it's good. Good show.
What else is going on with you, Otto?
Took a trip to California with Trish. We took 9 days driving from San Francisco to L.A.
That is
to Vegas.
That is one of the coolest rides you could ever do.
I know, but I was checking in and out of hotels every 2 days, and I said to myself, this is like doing a gig without getting paid at the end of it. I'm exhausted, and I have less money. I'm constipated from the change of water. I was miserable by the end of the trip. I saw Penn and Teller in Vegas. They treated me good.
Yeah, those
They're
guys.
nice guys. Yeah.
Rule,
Did you take the Pacific Coast Highway, man?
Yeah. That was a little scary at times.
It is, right, with the cliffs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you stop and you can hear the seals like a quarter mile down.
Yeah, it's just it's just a pubic hair from death on some of those cliffs there. And people are like driving up behind us and like
they're mad because you're not going 80.
How many people
around
just fly off that road?
Yeah, they just sail right out there into eternity. They just sailed right out there.
There's got to be just an amazing amount of people that just perish on that roadway.
I went to the Hearst Castle. Boy, did I feel poor after seeing how that guy lived.
Huh?
Oh, my God. He had a swimming pool the size of a football field.
Yeah.
And he had the Marx Brothers over there and all these rich people. Yeah, it was amazing.
There's some
God.
Symbionese Liberation Army pictures of Patty Hearst.
It didn't even occur to me, Patty Hearst, until later on. Yeah, because you were allowed to ask questions on the tour, and I just kept asking him about, I was trying to do Fatty Arbuckle jokes.
Yeah.
And the lady wasn't having it. She was like, "Oh, Mr. Hearst was Mr. Hearst." He's just protecting his name.
What about the Charlie Chaplin stuff? Also, wasn't there
underage,
that big scandal with the murder on the boat?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. How about that, you tour guide liar?
He had a big pool. Did he have Abbott and Costello over? And then Lou went, "Hey, that's a good idea for the yard."
Okay.
Abbott, there's a kid in my. That's why they couldn't get him out. He was sitting there. He would have been fine if he could have spit it out. Abbott, there's a kid in my. What are you saying, Lou? There's a kid in your pajamas? No, in my...
That's terrible.
Oh, little wispy hairs in the skimmer.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You want to drain it and give it a good acid wash after a kid perishes in your pool.
Oh, Jesus. Pretty dark.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just a tad.
They really enjoy that too. Let them enjoy. They really enjoy that one.
It's very golden. You can see them sparkling in the sun when you pick that skimmer basket out. Oh, a little patent leather shoe.
Oh, Christ.
It is just awful, but screw them. It's old. It's old stuff. Enough time's gone by. I don't care. They made a ride out of the Titanic. What do you what do you want from me?
Right.
Yeah, you remember that whole Titanic ride? That big. You drive around, and occasionally they have these street fairs.
Well, it's right after the movie came out, so it was a hot thing to get for your kids' party.
And it's an actual. It's the bow or the stern of the Titanic. Of the Titanic, and it's a balloon slide. It's one of those huge inflatable things, and kids climb up and slide down the deck into water.
Yeah,
and it's like, but did you understand that 1,000 and some odd people died?
Death,
a horrible death.
Yeah.
And now enough time went by where it's a ride.
Otto, here it is.
Yeah, there it is.
You can bounce off the smokestacks and everything.
Sure, have a little fun with it. Just slide down the deck into water, just like the real people did. Yeah,
from Hasbro.
Yeah. There you go. That's acceptable now. And enough time goes by.
Enough time goes by. You got to wonder if eventually there'll be rides from other tragedies. It's just look at that. There's a little kid sliding down the deck, having a blast. And just years ago, people actually were doing that and dying.
And if you get the really good slide, you slide right into the water.
Fatalities, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I always put the History Channel on to try and fall asleep before I do this show because it's very hard for me to turn my brain off. There's a thing last night about Hitler's bodyguards.
Oh, that drunk.
Yeah, it was really good.
Drunk guy.
They had some good audio on Hitler. He was talking to one of his guys, Himmler or something. And he was going, "I'm going to kill 6 million Jews and 12 circus clowns." The guy goes, "Circus clowns?" He goes, "See, nobody cares about the Jews."
Oh my God! You're saying they're dark. Wow. Nice.
Sorry.
I really can't.
It's all good.
I'm the same way, though. I can't fall asleep without something on.
It didn't work. I was tossing and turning. When I have nothing to do, I sleep like in a second. But when I have to get some rest to do something, my brain won't shut
You're not
off.
alone.
Yeah.
Everyone's like that, Otto.
You guys must have, your bodies must be able to shut down now after all these years.
No, you wish. Never.
I just got back into kind of a normal schedule. I was coming home at noon.
What time did you hit the hay last night, for instance?
Last night was, I don't know, about 9:30.
Really?
10, but that was normal. But for about 2 weeks before this, I was going home at noon, sleeping until 8 at night, staying up till 2:30 in the morning, and sleeping a couple of hours before the show.
Oh, naps?
So I became nocturnal. No, the bulk of my sleep was from noon till 8 at night. And then I was up all night just kind of hanging out, drinking.
Well, that's not bad. As long as you get your 8 hours at some point.
You know what, though? From 8 till like 2:30 in the morning, no one's around. There's nothing to do. I'm not going to go out because then,
But don't you find your brain is functioning better if you're up for a few hours than if you just crawl out of bed right to the microphone? Isn't it better?
Oh, yeah. I did notice that.
Yeah.
It's tough to wake up.
I got a glue on my brain when I first wake up.
Well, you're not used to this either.
Yeah.
It's like the funny
Get used
shirt
to it
that I
a
wear
little
that
bit.
says I'm a bitch without my coffee.
Oh, Jimmy.
Hey, Otto, you're a big movie buff.
Oh, yeah, I just saw The Wrestler. Man, was that moving.
You liked it?
I thought it was unbelievable performance. Oh, Jim, I got to show you this. Check this out.
Oh, you got a picture of, wow.
Hey, a signed Nicholson.
Yeah.
That's
from,
great.
Yeah.
Can I see
Cuckoo's
that?
Nest.
Yeah.
Can I?
No.
Don't, no.
What? I just want to look at it.
No,
You
you
always
never-
people.
Get that.
He would never.
I got it. What, are you jealous? I got it.
Why
Wow,
are
that
you,
is
why are
good.
you showing off, making us all sad?
I thought Jim would like to see it.
Of course.
I thought it was show and tell today. I brought something in.
Yeah.
You like The Wrestler, though, huh?
Why, you didn't like it?
No, I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. I mean, really.
But they're saying it's
powerful.
It's this comeback movie. Like, what other roles is he going to be able to play with that face?
He's going to
and
do
everything?
9.5 Nelsons next.
Right. Yeah. You know, like they're
Prince
saying
of paper cuts.
they're saying like John Travolta, the big comeback. What is this
what
going
did
to
Burt
lead
Reynolds
to?
do after Boogie Nights? Zero.
Yeah, they always talk about that.
And Burt Reynolds shows he could deliver when he's got a good script, but you know, there's no scripts.
You see Slumdog?
Slumdog
No, I
Millionaire. I
heard
heard about that.
It's good.
Is that good?
Millionaire.
I didn't like it as much. I liked it a
I
lot.
didn't think it lived up to the hype.
What about
That's for
Eastwood's
sure.
movie? Did you see that one?
I liked it.
That was great.
I just saw the good parts on YouTube.
Oh, it's funny.
Every racist remark
he's
out of
funny.
his mouth.
He's a
It's like
grumpy
Full
old
Metal
man.
Jacket, and
Yeah.
then like an action movie. It was great.
I liked it. Very predictable.
He
though.
was saying that the vanishing American, like eventually everybody's going to be brown, black, and yellow, and you know there's going to be no more guys that look like us eventually.
That's
You know?
pretty obvious.
That's the dream of some people.
Yeah.
No more white man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a great
I like
performance.
adult films. Like The Wrestler was an adult film. It's not like children and Talking Dog Hotel and all that. Even when I was a kid, I didn't like that stuff. I always liked Death Wish and stuff. When I was a kid, it was all about sneaking into an R-rated film.
Oh,
I was
cursey.
not interested in anything PG.
None of that Disney crap for you?
No,
Yeah.
no, not really.
So you're not going to go see Mall Cop?
Oh, he's very talented. He's very handsome. I don't know.
Hey, you like? I don't like Pixar animation. Do you watch that stuff?
Love Pixar.
You mean computer animate?
Yeah.
No, I prefer the old organic claymation. King Kong, the original. Yeah, I'm more traditional.
Really? The
They-
Pixar
where they move like Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Those Pixar films are fantastic.
Are they really? Like, what's a good one to start with if I'm just going to see one?
The Toy Story ones.
Toy
still
Story's
hold
good?
up,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. What's some of those other Pixar movies?
Cars.
Huh? Oh yeah, Cars. that's
Monster Inc.
Monster Inc.'s good?
Cars was good.
Cars, okay.
Toy Story 2.
Yeah, Toy Story 2. And they got the new one. What is it called?
Incredible.
Up is the new one coming out.
What voice is that?
Oh, that's our politician
You know
friend.
what?
Oh.
This is,
You
yes,
know what? It's worth playing.
It is so worth.
It's
just bringing
overplayed for the
Otto up
regular
to speed
spot.
on this one.
Okay.
No, this is never overplayed, Opie. Believe me, this clip can never be overplayed.
What is he, on meds or something? He just sounds like a dullard.
No, this politician. I forgot what the debate was about. It was about beer, obviously.
Do we have the long clip?
A higher
We need the long clip.
alcohol content in beer.
Oh.
Yes.
In Alabama.
They were debating a higher alcohol content, and one of this is actually a politician.
Oh.
This is actually a politician that was elected to an office by his constituency.
He's having some kind of press conference or something to try to get this done for his state. Or
And he's got a crony that I guess helps him out at the end.
Yeah.
When he can't quite get a thought together.
Yeah. The cut I have is 21 seconds. Where's the long clip? Maybe this is the whole clip.
Okay,
Okay.
give it a play.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good. Budweiser. What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller.
Wow.
Miller. Coors. It drank pretty good, don't it?
Mo, cool.
It's one of our favorite clips, Otto.
Mushmouth. This is a politician.
Pat Blue Ribbon. Schaefer.
No.
Miller.
Mo, Dinkalaggle.
The beer we have, it drank pretty good.
Stella Artois.
That's a toughie.
Meister Brown.
Yeah.
Aventino.
Chimay.
Deep South. This guy's from the Deep South.
Oh, the Deep South.
No, he's from Maine, Otto.
Okay.
Yes, he's a politician.
It reminds me of the other beer clip, too, that we haven't played in a while. The murder one? Listen to this.
They was arguing over a bureau. They was up there had a bureau that they didn't have no bureau. And they won a bureau. They were hanging around to get a bureau. Called the mailman gave me a dog. I was just they were arguing over a bureau.
Guilty.
They took his bureau and then shot him.
And they shot him.
They shot him. Well, of course.
Over beer.
This is why I always say we can never, ever quite really sync up as one people in this nation, because there are certain things that I guess we do as white people that black people don't understand, and there are certain things that black people do that white people just cannot understand or be party to or be part of. I watch movies where it's like just a group of black guys and they're hanging out and they're talking and stuff, and I just think there's no way I could fit into that conversation.
Oh.
They're just throwing around some cool slang and everything, and their clothes and what they're doing and how they're treating bitches and stuff like that. And I'm just like, how could Whitey fit into that? And then you got your Whitey thing, like my activities, what I like doing, how I like hanging out with my friends and stuff like that. And I don't see, like, you know, unless you're a black guy that's grown up in a predominantly white household like Obama, can actually understand and fit into that.
Most of them are probably just trying to fit into the pack, and they'd love to go to Banana Republic with you.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to be all gangsterish just to fit in, you know?
Yeah. Well, no,
So half of them are probably nerdy. There's got to be black
I don't
nerds.
think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure they are, but I think they're more gangster than just like our gangster guys. You know, their nerds beat our gangster guys, unless, you know, you're talking about the Italian mob.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know. It's just this whole lifestyle thing where it's so separate to me. I don't understand a lot of what is going on. Like you watch on YouTube and you see some videos of this guy. This one guy was driving one of his bitches down in Detroit, and he's videotaping the neighborhood, and they're talking about it. And I'm like, first of all, I don't understand what he's saying. Secondly, we couldn't do this. And the way he's treating his bitch, like, shut the F up, bitch. Bitches.
Just a different world.
I would love to treat a woman like that. How great would that be?
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch. Who wouldn't want to say that?
But then you get yelled at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I would.
They're not as afraid to go to the slammer for spousal abuse because they're going to see all their other best friends in the home.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
it's more part of their normal life is you're in prison, you're out of prison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal to go away for a while.
We got a question from Eric in Ontario for Anthony. Eric,
Canadian.
You're on the Opie and Anthony show.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Anthony, do you base all your racial opinions off of movies?
Off of movies?
Yeah.
No, a lot of them, because it's kind of like a reflection of, and I'm not talking about like watching House Party or anything like that, but it's, you know, a reflection of the community. You know, you watch movies based on Whitey, and you get kind of the Whitey angle. You watch movies based on black people, and you get kind of a black angle, like a movie like that, Menace to Society, things like that.
Colors.
Colors. You watch things like that,
movie, right?
Yeah.
And it's not, that isn't out of the question that people do talk like that, act like that. I know it's a drama, so there's a lot more action in it than probably would be in the normal run-of-the-mill life of a black gentleman in South Central. But I couldn't imagine living in that lifestyle. So I can't find common ground.
Yeah.
I can't find common ground. We're a separatist society, really. We really are.
It's got to do with age, too. I'm sure a guy like Morgan Freeman looks at those kids and just goes, what the hell? You know, what are they doing? You know?
Well, Bill Cosby's always been very vocal on that and say, pull your pants up and speak properly. And but I don't know. It's just this
You have a lot in common with them. You're gaudy. You like guns. You drive an oversized vehicle. You like to bang young chicks.
That is true.
You completely have everything in common with them.
Yeah.
The difference is I do it all legally.
Yeah.
Like, it's my vehicle. My guns are registered. The girls aren't under 18.
Stupid, frightened white man.
Exactly.
Let's go to John in Indiana. John, we're hanging with Otto and George today, who's going to be at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Stamford this Saturday. TreeHouseComedy.com.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I want to get a linger longer with Boo Got Shot.
Well, we're heading toward a break. You want to do Boo Got Shot today?
Boo Got Shot.
You've heard Boo Got Shot, right, Otto?
I haven't.
That's a very famous clip.
I haven't yet, no.
You want to do it with the translation or without the translation?
I like without.
All right, there's a...
Figure it out yourself.
Otto, there's a murder that went down.
Okay.
And they got an eyewitness to Boo getting shot. We got it yet? And this is how she described what she saw.
Thank you.
Boo got shot.
She was taking real bad news. Pictures, they got shot. I said, who? She said, Boo got shot. I said, oh my God. We just saw it. My sister had called somebody up here. She called my cousin Punkin just stay up there. She called her, and Punkin told her that she was on the phone with police. And Chichi, she had left out, and she went and got in her car. She bailed out. And when she left out, then when I heard the gunshot again, and when I heard the gunshot, and I seen some boy had run in the building over back that way. He ran in that building. I seen that car just flew off, and then I seen a long gun, a big old gun in the car.
Yeah, my sister's cousin, you called police and they sent an ambulance.
Ambulance.
Call my sister's cousin in an ambulance.
Could you possibly imagine hanging with that chick?
No.
Like going out on a date. The way you have gone out on dates and hung with girls and done that, could you possibly imagine taking her out and getting common ground?
It's a nice fantasy, though.
It was a good description.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking one, maybe two times. I'm not talking like, going steady.
Look, I'm talking
There's
about
a nice
finding
fantasy there.
anything you can talk about while sitting across from each other at a table.
I wanted to go ghetto. I wanted to go ghetto so bad.
Yeah.
Never got it done.
That's such bad jokes.
She'd say Boo got shot, and you'd say, what caliber weapon?
What caliber? Okay, perhaps.
You have a wonderful conversation.
Perhaps we could go that direction. Just talk about firearms all night.
We got to find the clip. We haven't played it in years. I don't even know if we have it anymore. The Bambulance. The guy
the Bambulance. We need Bambulance.
I think what happened was a deer. This guy hits a deer, was it?
Yeah.
And
went through his windshield?
Went through his windshield.
No, it was a moose.
Was it a moose?
It was a moose where the moose was sitting, like the woman hit the moose.
Oh, no, that's another one.
Oh, okay.
That's a great picture. Yeah, the moose is his ass is sticking out of the windshield. But I think it was a deer. He hit
it and he put it in the back seat.
Okay, that's what it was. He hits a deer. He decides to pull over, and he figures this is some good eats.
Dead deer.
Oh, okay. So he puts it in the back seat, and as he's driving down the highway, the deer comes to.
That's Tommy Boy.
Yeah, but I think it's based on a real story because we used to play the clip and the 911 calls this guy going screaming and yelling going, I need a ambulance. I need a ambulance.
Deer's in the back seat alive.
Right. If we can find
ambulance, an ambulance for Bambi?
Maybe that's what he meant. Okay.
We go to break with that. Otto and George killing with us today. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. We got Otto from Otto and George in studio. George stays home now. We kind of like that in a way.
I thought of bringing him today, but and then again, it would, this guy goes into a deli and orders a ham and Swiss. He goes, I'll have a ham and Swiss on rye, no mustard. And the guy goes, we're out of mustard. Would you like that without mayonnaise?
Otto and George at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut this Saturday, treehousecomedy.com. And then for all the Long Islanders listening, February 18th, Brokerage in Belmore. You can see Otto and George.
That's going to be a good show.
Yeah, we got lots to do still, but Jill's on the line from Blairstown, and it says, Aunt is so funny.
I think it's probably going to be sarcastic.
I don't know. Let's find out. Jill?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Pretty good, Jill.
Hi.
I've been listening for actually just a couple of months, so.
Oh.
But, Anthony, you crack me up. Like, you're so ignorant that it's just hysterical. Like, I can't even be mad at you.
He really is, right?
I knew it.
The ignorance is ridiculous.
What am I ignorant about, Jill?
And he's a very intelligent man. One of the smartest guys I know.
No, enlighten me. I want to know what I'm ignorant about.
No, you're very smart. And everything about races and it's so funny. Like, I can't even be mad. You just crack me up.
But okay, hold on. How is my opinion on how the races are and how they act together and things like that, how is that being ignorant? I'm basing it on something. And there is a kind of an opinion on the whole thing. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely entitled to your own opinion.
Right.
So I'm not. Everybody can say whatever they want to say, but it's just, I don't know. It just seems like you get your information off of the most like stereotypical movies and like
websites.
Well, no. I also I look at I look at the world. I look at like people. I'm a people watcher. I do that. It's not just based on movies. I'm not that crazy. But
well, were you beat up by a bunch of black guys like every day as a kid
no,
or something?
I grew up. I went to school in Central Islip at one point in my life, out on Long Island, and it's known to not be one of the best neighborhoods around. And I did have some problems with some black gentlemen back then taking my money. They would always love taking the white kids' money. They come.
Are you really just a sad little boy at heart and you just need some love?
No, why can't it be, Jill, why can't it just be that this is the way it is? And I'm just kind of talking about what is while we were talking about this, let me just enlighten you a little bit. While we're having this conversation, I'm distracted by the news watching a savage beat the living crap out of an old lady. They're both black. It's black on black crime, which by the way is 90% of the crimes that black perpetrate are against other black people. That isn't my opinion, by the way.
I didn't say it was.
That's the way it is. Why would you say that is?
Yeah.
Why is there a disproportionate amount of crime in the black community than in the white community or any other ethnic groups?
I think that they just publicize it more.
All right, so you say it's the media. No, it's not. It's statistics that are collected by the FBI, by the prisons, that there is a disproportionate number of crimes that are committed by black people, as opposed to white people.
That's the fact, because that's what they do.
Yep.
But it's a fact that that's the information that they collect. We don't know what goes on in white people's houses.
So you're saying it's a conspiracy?
The clip you just played of the woman talking about somebody that got shot and blah, blah, blah. Do you know how many trashy white people
I'm not
talk
saying
the same way?
Right.
Hey, Jill,
and
Jill, Jimmy, I'm gonna shoot you.
Why? I just
Jill. See, here's what the thing is. I'm not saying there aren't dumb-ass white people. As a matter of fact, there are more dumb-ass white people than black people because there are more white people in the country. I'm talking 10 or 11% of the population of this country account for 50% of the prison population. How is that possible without there being a conspiracy? Jill?
Just the way they report it, right, Joe?
Shut up, Jimmy! God, you son of a bitch!
All I'm saying is...
How is that, Jill?
All I'm saying is I'm not trying to get into all these serious facts. It's just...
No, you called me out on something. I want to have an intelligent debate. You said I'm ignorant on a lot of things. I want to have an intelligent debate with you on this subject. Why do you think 50% of the prison population is made up of 10% of the country's population? Jill.
It's just the way it is.
Yep.
Okay. Well, why is it like that? I need an answer. I say because there's this.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you.
So then why am I stupid?
Some of the I didn't say you're stupid.
Well, why am I then ignorant? I bring these things up. I bring up the crime, and I bring up the fact that we don't have common ground because of things like what I just mentioned, and then I'm called ignorant.
I'm not talking about your facts. I'm talking about the plain old that you wouldn't be able to fit into a conversation with a bunch of black guys.
I couldn't. Why is that funny? Do you look?
Why?
Because I don't understand. I don't have a common ground with a group of black people. I can't step into that.
You certainly can.
Unless
you're talking about the ghetto guys.
I am.
And the hardcore rap
That's
guys.
what I'm talking about.
But there's a lot of other black guys out there.
How many ghetto black guys do you run into?
Yeah, really.
I steer clear. Because it's dangerous.
Another great point from Jill, right?
It's dangerous for white people to be around a black criminal element, as much as it would be for a black gentleman to be around a group of skinheads. It's dangerous. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, I love getting you all riled up.
I know.
Don't you? Yeah, because you're really doing it, not the bastards that are surrounding me right now, agreeing with you.
Well, you know, it's making good points here.
Hold on, Jill. You raised a good point about
which one?
About the
Jimmy? There's a lot of
stereotypical. A lot of times, right? Like he just kind of gets his stuff from movies, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
Shut it, Jimmy.
Before I go, I just want to say, Jimmy, I love you.
Aw, thanks, sweetie.
Shut up, Jimmy, that liberal ass.
Thank you,
He's
sweetie.
a lib. You liberal Democrat jackass,
You know,
Jimmy.
what am I
That's what
gonna
we
do?
call him. We call him liberal tree hugging Jim.
Hold on, pass. I'm a Jill hugger. Pass along the wealth. Let's spread it around. Jill, what do you look like?
Shut it.
Funny, and he's very witty, and I love him.
Thank you, baby.
Is that
Jill,
it?
what do you look like, Jill?
Jill, how much do you love black?
Hey,
You just love it?
do we have to
You
go
just
there?
love it?
Do we have
when
to go
did your
there?
father disown you,
Hey,
Jill?
hey, let's keep it fun.
Oh, I have a very loving father.
All right, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Jill, are you a pretty girl?
What?
Pretty girl,
Are you
are you? Grady?
pretty girl, are you, Mr. Grady? You chopped liberal Jill up and left her body in the hallway.
There you go. That's what I like to hear. Nice and dirty.
She was talking to a cook.
Hey,
All right, everybody say hi to my husband, Ben. I'm sure he's listening. He's very proud of me right now.
All right,
Sleeping with
yeah.
Jimmy.
All right.
I'm sure he's very proud right now.
Go see Jimmy at Caroline's this weekend, Thursday
Yes.
through Sunday, I do believe.
God, people just can't be honest.
I know.
Everyone that says Anna's wrong has never worked.
Oh, hold on. I'll read them all out for you.
Yeah.
Shane and Philly, just to see what's going on out there. Everyone that says
These
Anna's
are, by
wrong
the way,
has never worked with black people.
These are opinions that people have gotten through experience, whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent. This is what people are living.
Brennan in San Diego, Anna's giving facts. She's calling them theories. Michelle in Rockland County, I understand both sides, but Jill shouldn't attack Ant. Chris in Missouri, smartest black people can also be ghetto. Tony, black guy from D.C., Ant watches movies and thinks we're all the same.
Well, can we have a guy? I think a guy like Tony and Ant would be very interesting. To,
Sure.
I watch movies and think they're all the same. I
all right, hold on a minute. Jim in Long Beach, I'm a cop. Jill is the ignorant one. Scott in D.C., Ant, I think you're ignorant too, but I love it. And Paulie from the NYPD, I want to back up Ant with facts.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Tony from D.C.
Tony, you're on the open show.
Hi, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
Hey, Ant.
Yeah.
This guy, Ant. I mean, I love the show. I've been listening for years, but
Thank you,
Ant
sir.
just has been going further and further down the crazy trail.
Yeah.
The longer the years have been going on. Look, Ant.
Yeah.
Nobody. Look, I wouldn't fit into Minister Society. Okay.
Yeah.
Most black people wouldn't fit in Minister Society. That is a crazy, ultra-violent movie, you know. Yep. But to say that that's the same thing as a white black person hanging around skinheads kill black people.
Yep.
Black people, if you go around black people and you hang around with some black people, they'll just say, what is that guy doing in the hood? You know, but they're not going to go up and test your balls or anything. You know what I mean?
I think if I try walking through East New York on a Saturday night, I am getting effed up, dude. I am getting effed up. If I walk past certain street corners, I'm a dead man. I'm done for. It's just the way it is. That is, yeah.
And most of the violence, like you said, most of the violence is black people on other black people.
Right. Yeah, that's because white people aren't around in those areas.
White people are around, but if you hang around any bad neighbor, if I walked around a trailer park on a Saturday night, I mean, hell, I might get, I might get messed up.
You're
I might
right.
Get killed.
That's my whole thing is we're still a very separatist society because I don't think we can find common ground. What's, Tony, give me a brief, what is your Saturday night like? What do you do on a weekend?
On a weekend, I sit at home, to be honest.
All right.
I sit at home and
Who's
I
home?
just watch TV. Huh?
Oh, man.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm teasing. I like Tony.
Come on.
What is that?
We got an opportunity here.
He's
Come on.
actually making very valid points.
What is that?
No, I just sit home, to be honest. I might go to a bar every now and again, but it's nothing crazy. Like, we don't stand on the corner and talk about our bitches and all of this stuff. That's rap videos, and you can't take it. And with Ant, another thing is that he's corrupting all of you guys. I'm sorry to say it, but he does the same thing with the liberal and conservative debate. He's one crazy person who says something crazy like Obama's going to pay my mortgage, and then says, this is how liberals think.
Oh,
like
they said the same thing about Hitler. Yeah. Like he was crazy and was going to influence people.
Oh. That's not the same thing.
Right,
Come on, Ant.
Come on.
And you see, Ant goes down the crazy trail.
All the time.
There's Ant going down the crazy path.
I like Tony. That's because I expected, what do you do on the weekend? You hang out. You drive around in chopped down Chevys.
But how can you like Tony? He's
with
black.
some weapons in there, and just
like
hassle the police when they pull you over. That's what I expect.
No.
All right.
Well, but see, we talk back to the police because they're always around.
Yeah.
They're always.
And when they're not, there's a problem.
No, if you lived in a neighborhood where the police were always around, always harassing and stopping people for no reason.
They drive past my house all the time. They give me a wave, and then they're off. They're It's called patrolling.
Yeah, but you're paying them. They're like your private security or something like that.
Well,
they
not too far off there, Tony.
I love the police. What are you kidding? They're fantastic. You know what happens though in some of the communities, the black communities, the cops can't win because if they're not there, there's people bitching that there's crime and drug sales going on, and the cops aren't there to stop it. And then when the cops show up and start busting these guys, the people come out and go, "Oh, look at what they're doing! They're dragging off, our young men." So it's very hard for the police to win in those situations.
It's not hard. Here's the thing.
Why don't you just treat them with respect when you get pulled over and say, "Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's my license, my registration."
Well, most black people feel like they're being treated unfairly anyway when they're pulled over by the police. I mean,
I get pulled over more than the brothers. I swear I get pulled over more than the brothers.
But you get pulled over and you get to stay in your car. When we get pulled over, they say, "Get out the car, get on the ground, get on the knees," and it's like face down on the curb. And after, 5 or 6 times of being put on the street face down, then you're like, maybe you might feel a little chip on your shoulder after a while. But when you get pulled over, they say, "Excuse me, sir, can I have you? You were going fast. Could you please give me your license and registration?" And you get to sit there with your heat on, and then you say, "Thank you, officer."
With the heat on, you're not laying in the street. It is cool being white, I gotta say.
Getting a cold shin.
God damn.
I like this Tony guy. Tony, you're all right, man.
I get. You know what it is though? Why would the cops do that unless there was this disproportionate amount of crime? Are they profiling?
No.
Perhaps, but if you go out and you're attacked by anything that is the same every time, wouldn't you then be a little more leery in those circumstances?
But here's the thing. Yeah. Nixon, I'm going to use a Nixon quote. Nixon said that because the president does it, that means it's not illegal. Just because the police pull people out of their car and put them on the ground doesn't mean it's a reason for it.
Hey, Tony, can I ask you?
They could just be jerk-offs.
Hey, Tony, can I ask you a question? Like, you know how you say you'll give the cops an attitude sometimes because your experience with cops has been kind of unpleasant, so you kind of will prejudge them when they pull you over.
Right.
Doesn't it kind of work the other way, too? Like, if a lot of cops work in certain neighborhoods and have had primarily bad experiences with black people, or most of their bad experiences have been with black people, how come it's wrong for them to kind of prejudge?
No, it's okay, but here's the thing. I would like for white people to at least acknowledge that may be going on. See, Ant's whole thing is if the police pull you out your car and put you on the ground and, maybe kick you around a little bit, then maybe it's a reason for it.
Right.
But it's never a reason, it's never the other side. Ant never sees the other side. True, it may be some cops who had bad experiences. That's why they act that way. And it's some black people who had bad experiences. That's why they act that way. But just acknowledge both of them. And just say, people get pulled up. What you want, MFer?
I don't think every time they're dragging every black guy out of the car and putting him on the street either. But don't you think that maybe if as a community, you guys could get together and realize that if you clean up you clean up some of the crap that's going on in the community, that the police wouldn't hassle you as much. Where did that come from? I mean, obviously there was an initial prejudice there, but hey, we got a black president. So I think if everybody just strives to be law-abiding citizens, drive nicely, and not have drugs and illegal firearms in the vehicles, not roll the window down and have a ton of pot smoke come out, maybe things will change.
Again, I love that Snoop Dogg video, too. But,
I got it from a Snoop Dogg video.
but see, that's not the thing. It's always going to be people who break the laws, unless we all act like ants. Unless we all have our roles to play, we don't question, we just do, what we're supposed to do. But that's never going to happen because we're people.
I hear you.
I mean, we're a-holes by nature, so, most people don't want to do the right thing when they're supposed to be doing it,
Yeah.
But
we got to go to break, Tony, but definitely.
Thank you guys, though.
Great talking to you. I like the points he made.
Yeah, Tony, call back anytime. You were real good,
right,
man.
thanks,
Very
guys.
cool. Thanks,
Tony in
man.
D.C. We got to take a quick break. We'll do a little mopping up in just a bit. Stay there.
Right.
Opie and Anthony. We got to get out of here. They're ready to start the music marathon here in New York City. And we're going to go over to Sirius XM and do some cursing, check our mouse traps, and spend more time with Otto from Otto and George.
Yep.
This Saturday, Otto, Treehouse Comedy Club, Stamford, Connecticut. Another fine appearance today by yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, very good. And then the brokerage February 18th for everybody out there on Long Island. Anything else?
Caroline, tonight? No, tomorrow. Through Sunday.
Yeah.
212-757-4100. I'll be there. And my whole new thing that I've been doing, with really physical comedy, where I've been kind of doing this improv thing where I bring people on stage and we act out a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really funny. No, it's great. I'm like, what's the occupation? Someone will yell a job. Abortion doctor. All right, please.
Oh. All right, you're an abortion doctor.
Yeah.
At a deli. Go.
Yes.
That looks like... I'll have a slice of what looks like my left job.
Yes, I mean pimento.
Want to thank Sam.
He's gently sucking the pimentos out of the olives.
I meant to say olive loaf. I'm such an idiot.
Pimento is good. That works.
I tripped into a good one.
And Sam, of course, for bringing in the greatest treats of all time. Or some of the greatest treats of all time.
Sam's dad, got to thank him.
Yeah, pictures are up on onaradio.com. And we're working on the videos. They'll be around tomorrow, I assume. A lot of puking. E-Rock just couldn't handle some of the greatest treats of all time. Because we mentioned it, we leave you today just before the music marathon with the I Need a Bambulance phone call.
Right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Family.
This is the ambulance emergency line. Do you have an emergency? I need a ambulance. Who is this? Joe. Okay. Where do you need us? I'm in the phone booth. Okay, what's the address there? Hold on. Okay, sir, did you call through 911? No. Okay, Joe, I need a location. What street are you on? I'm in the phone booth at the stop and go. Yeah, I'm at the... That's it. I'm at the stop and go. Well, I'm in the phone booth. Let me tell you what. I'm going down the road, driving my car, minding my own goddamn business, and a deer jumped out and hit my car. Okay, sir, are you injured? Now, let me tell you. I get out and pick the deer up. I thought he's dead. I put the deer in my back seat, and I'm driving down the road and minding my own business. The woke up and bit me in the back of my goddamn neck. He bit me and he done kicked the out of my car. I'm in the phone booth. The deer bit me in the neck. A big dog came up and bit me in the leg. I hit him with the tire iron and I stabbed him with my knife. So I got a hurt leg and the deer bit me in the neck. And the dog won't let me out of the phone booth because he wants the deer. Now who gets the deer? Me or the dog? Okay, sir, are you injured? Yeah, the deer bit me in the neck. Hold on. The dog is biting me. Hold on. God damn it, get out of here. Hold on. The dog is biting my ass. Hold on.
All right, continuing with the Opie and Anthony show. Otto from Otto and George has made the walk.
Yeah.
Some of you guys, you don't make the walk. We like when we see you make the walk.
Yeah.
Otto continues with us. All right, got a nice audience filing in. Ooh, onto the bleachers. And Mousetrap still nothing, huh? Wow, that's...
Fuck, you'd think there were no mice around here.
That's becoming a bust.
We know that the place is infested.
Mm-hmm.
With rodents.
I think they got the exterminator coming in tomorrow, too. So
game over.
Bit is going to be over tomorrow.
Flaggers. Fucking wankers.
There's a couple things we couldn't get to because we had a lot of action.
It went fast over there today.
A lot of
I noticed
action.
that.
Yes.
That's the sign of a good, solid program.
I know Jimmy likes a good comic strip.
They're fucking so funny, man.
You enjoy a good comic strip.
Yeah, I do.
And there's something going on with Dilbert that's making a lot of news today there, Jimmy.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I miss you reading the comics, by the way. It's been a while.
Nah, that's too funny. I get all laughed out.
Sure. Do you want me to tell you what happened to Dilbert, or should we play the audio and have the big surprise?
Let's play it, because Dilbert always gets me. He always catches me off guard.
Dilbert is what? Is he is he like an office space
It's not
type?
office humor.
Office humor?
It's office humor, cubicle humor, bosses and sub-bosses and, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Secretaries, paperwork,
cubicle crap.
TPS reports.
PC load letter.
PC load letter. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I gotta watch Office Space.
PC load letter. That was the one.
I never
freaking out over it. What the fuck?
I never got Office Space, and everyone's like, you
gotta watch it a couple times. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it another try. But
yeah.
Dilbert is in the news and his comic strip. Listen to this.
And it is sure sign of the times. Cartoon character Dilbert has been fired.
Dilbert has been fired, Jimmy.
What did Dilbert do again?
Oh,
I think it's because of the economy. You know, you got to be relevant with your comic strip, right? This has got people talking.
A symbol of the downtrodden worker. Dilbert says, my side business, DilbertFiles.com, is getting lots of attention. I have a feeling I will soon be leaving my cubicle behind. All in favor of firing this idiot for using company resources?
What?
I don't even know what we just heard.
What was that?
What the fuck does that mean?
No, it's in parts, but...
Did Dilbert get fired? Did he stop running that shitty comic strip?
Yeah, what happened?
Did the guy get fired?
Sam, you're making everyone angry today. What
No
the
one
fuck
gets
is
it. Who
going on with
cares?
Dilbert and his stupid comic
Gives a
strip?
fuck.
Well, you guys are probably just like, because it's very funny. You got to listen to it again. What they did was they read the Dilbert Gets Fired comic strip, and the last box of the 3 panels, the last panel is his bosses saying, "Should we fire him?" And so that's where I ended the clip, so that way you guys could laugh and not.
Oh, and then we're gonna find out.
Right, and then there's some more audio after that, but I wanted to end the clip there so you guys had a minute to laugh.
But what is Dilbert?
Okay, thanks for putting a little break in there so we can laugh.
Yeah.
But wait, Dilbert.
Appreciate that.
They might fire the guy.
The character.
Who gives a fuck?
Not the guy that writes.
No. The
thing.
character Dilbert is getting fired, so now we're gonna have to follow his adventures
of trying to get a job
or misadventures. of trying to get a job.
Fucking Sam, man.
What does he do now?
He's going to be
He's an
sucking
office
cock
worker.
down in the meatpacking district.
How about Dagwood gets arrested for rape? And fucking Blondie goes to defend him? That'd be a great fucking
Yes.
Where Peppermint Patty is caught eating pussy. She's fucking eating Lucy's ass in the doghouse. That'd be a great little twist in a comic strip.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Where Marmaduke jumps into the family circus and fucks the kid's face.
You get chlamydia from Pigpen. Doesn't wash his cock.
He's unclipped. One of them like a Pollock.
So let's take Sam's advice and let's replay this.
Yes.
Let's see where this is going.
Because he gives us time to laugh.
All right, now we got the setup. Now this might make sense.
And it is sure sign of the times. Cartoon character Dilbert has been fired. A symbol of the downtrodden worker. Dilbert says, my side business, DilbertFiles.com, is getting lots of attention. I have a feeling I will soon be leaving my cubicle behind. All in favor of firing this idiot for using company resources?
Oh, so that was the panel with the bosses?
He's sitting there, so Dilbert's sitting there going, well, I've created this side business while I'm at work that's going to enable me to leave my job and, you know, become a successful millionaire on my own.
Right.
Little does Dilbert know that in his head he's saying, I'm going to be out of here soon, but he's going to be out a little sooner than he thinks.
Sam.
Wow, Sam.
The way you put it.
Right. All right.
Scott Adams is the man, the cartoonist, and the blogger behind the character. Scott, why did you pick this moment in time for Dilbert to lose his job?
Boy, I wonder.
I wonder why. Maybe because everyone's losing a job, and he wants to have Dilbert relate to the people, man.
So fuck.
It's the smart move. Tessio was always smarter.
Dilbert was always smarter.
Dilbert. Ugh.
Pick you up in front of Dilbert's joint in an hour.
This moment in time for Dilbert to lose his job, and quite frankly, he was using company resources. It's a terrible thing to lose a job, but didn't he deserve to get fired?
Well, his company was slowing down, just like everybody else's company is slowing down, and he didn't have much to do, so he started a side business in his cubicle.
That guy sounds like
which is, what a lot of people did, including myself.
He does sound like Napoleon Dynamite. Dilbert should get it in the head, like the Turk.
Why don't you just drop me on the way after or whatever?
In business in his cubicle, which is, what a lot of people did, including myself. And he got caught. So it just seemed like a good time to downsize him and let him see what it's like to try to get a job in this economy.
God, what a bore.
Oh,
that's
see how it's like to get a job in this economy. I mean, I'm with Sam here. This is a treat for everyone.
Is he gonna just be looking for a job, or is he gonna take a little time off and hang around the house?
Well,
for a little while. What do we see?
A lot of people are asking that question.
Are they, Sam?
And in this next track, we find out.
Wow, okay.
Does your dad enjoy a good comic strip when he's eating some of the greatest treats of all time?
I don't know. He does have the Sunday paper by his side while he's eating these treats.
Yeah.
I bet he likes Beetle Bailey. Some of those old comics that have been around for 1,000 years.
Starr. Brenda Starr still hot in comic strip form.
Is he going to get brought back really fast, or are you going to have a long-running storyline where he's now looking for a job and get a lot of humor out of that?
Well, I will tell you that, I can't give away too much. I will tell you that when he comes back, it won't be in the same capacity.
So I can't wait to see it.
That's a cliffhanger.
Wow, now I got to start reading the Dilbert.
We're going to learn 3 panels at a time. For the next 5 years, we'll chronicle his fucking 2 job searches.
3 effing panels at a time.
How fucking
my
boring.
God.
When do they stop with fucking comic strips? No one laughs when they read them.
It is
nobody.
An archaic form of entertainment.
Nobody laughs.
It was relevant in the 20s.
Get us a newspaper. What are you talking about, Jimmy?
They hurt my throat.
Is that today?
That's why I don't do it.
Now, is that in today's paper, Dilbert, getting fired? Or is that maybe happened already, and now we can get an update by reading today's paper? Sam,
that's a very good question. I think, Sam, you should be on top of the whole Dilbert thing and bring us updates from time to time.
I will give you Dilbert updates.
Where will be our Dilbert connection?
Has he been fired?
Dilbert has been fired.
Officially, he's been fired.
Dilbert's jobless.
So the listeners are going to be begging for they're going to be begging for the Dilbert updates there, Sam.
Yeah.
So make sure you don't disappoint our fine listeners.
Maybe he'll shoot himself and his family.
That'll be great, wouldn't it?
We don't have a Dilbert today, but we have Beetle Bailey today.
Fuck Beetle Bailey.
Doonesbury? The New York papers don't have Dilbert?
Is probably the funniest comic ever.
Yeah.
You could read it, and then you just don't understand it.
We don't even have Dilbert in our papers after all that.
What a waste of a page of newsprint.
These are
the
good.
comics.
This gets you angry.
Hey, look at Jimmy. He's reading the funny papers.
Funny papers. Fucking Don Corleone, you dummy. Being sprayed with DDT by his little fucking grandson.
Here's the Beetle Bailey.
Sonny should have whacked him.
We got a little Beetle Bailey today.
This is only a 2-paneler, unfortunately.
2 panels?
Oh, boy.
What is that?
One of the guys is sitting there, the 2 guys, the old general.
Hope this ends like the first part of Full Metal Jacket. Beetle Bailey's sitting on the toilet, his brains splattered on the wall.
And there's another guy talking to the old guy, and he goes, ever think about retiring, Amos? And Amos goes, yeah, I guess when this job stops being fun, I'll leave. And the 2 secretaries over here, and the one is like incredulous, and she's like looking over her shoulder, and she goes, fun? And the other secretary goes, when you quit, he quits. So I guess what happens is the older general probably likes the young secretary. And
fun.
It won't be fun once she quits.
Oh. Well, that's a thinking man's comic.
God, Sam enjoyed it.
Shit.
What is this, the new Dilbert?
Yeah. Oh, Christ on a pony.
God.
Hand me that
one. What took you so long? Dilbert got fired January 21st. Sam sucks. This is old, boring news.
This is not old, boring news because we're still following the case.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't covered it yet, so now it's news.
This fucking Dilbert. What is Dilbert? Looks like a cigar person.
Why is he naked? Doesn't Dilbert usually have a tie that, like, kind of goes up at the bottom?
He's not working anymore.
Oh,
why would you wear a tie if you weren't working?
Is he being interviewed by a dog?
That's Dogbert.
Yeah, that's Dogbert.
I don't know what the fuck Dogbert is.
This is a Dogbert?
Yeah, it's Dilbert and Dogbert.
Oh.
And
Dogbert likes peanut butter rubbed on genitals.
Yeah, on Pussybert.
On Dilbert's asshole.
Dogbert puts a pink lipstick Bert in Dilbert's mouth Bert. Fucking Dilbert is horrendous.
And just if you want to set up, I'm reading yesterday's Dilbert.
All right, yeah.
And so he's interviewing with Dogbert, and Dogbert tells him that they're going to put him through some rigorous tests for his interview process, and then it turns into like kind of like a water torture situation where Dilbert takes his clothes off and they've hung him upside down and they're dunking his head into water.
Oh, okay.
So now this is the continuation, which explains why Dilbert is without clothes.
Is nude, semi-nude.
Yeah.
Sexy Dilbert.
How do we explain this? Who wants to take this one?
Well, Dogbert's at the desk, and cigar person's just standing there.
Apparently, Dogbert is playing the part of the person that Dilbert will have to interview with when he does go out on the job. He is now just training, I guess.
Oh, this is fake interviewing?
Fake interviewing with Dogbert.
Oh.
Well, you got to, be ready
At
to
his
get
house.
back into it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Dogbert says, you survived the rigorous interview process, but there are no openings in engineering.
Mm-hmm. And then the next
panel 1
Mm-hmm.
and panel 2.
Look how lazy he is that drawing. The second panel is of the top part of a building. Anyone could draw that.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's the only thing I could draw.
I couldn't even tell what that the fuck it was. I thought it was a box.
Yeah, at first I thought they were inside a box, and then I thought it was an air
it's the top
conditioning
two
duct.
floors of a building, and that's the whole panel.
And I thought it was, then finally I settled on that it was the other side of a cubicle. That they were then like kind of just looking.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
But no, it's the top of a building. Very good, Opie.
Oh, wow. That's
It's an
really
establishing shot.
This guy's
very good.
That's a comic strip. You can't get a little more artistic?
What a lazy fuck.
You're in a lot of newspapers. Give us
And
more
by
than
the
just
way,
a dumb building.
all he did was duplicate the first and third panel also. There's no changes.
Yeah.
So he fucking completely lazed out on this one.
Yeah, but it's in the writing.
Is it?
Shut it.
Yeah, the writing is good, though.
All right, so you got the top two floors of a building, and I mean, that is it. And it's a lame-looking building. It looks like a cubicle, like these guys were saying, or a box. All right, go ahead.
And
Dogbert, I guess, says.
Dogbert says...
You don't know because you don't see the characters because,
Yeah.
he's lazy.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Dogbert says, however, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And Cigar Body says, you mean a job? And then I go to panel 3.
And that's all they wanted to give us in panel number 2.
Because you got to find out what's in panel 3.
Panel 3 is exactly the same as panel 1, but with funnier banter.
It's the exact same drawing with just different words.
Yeah.
This lazy fuck. Who is the Dilbert guy?
I don't know. They said his name on the clip.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I ain't replaying that horse
Scott
shit.
Adams.
Yeah.
Scott Adams sucks.
Even his name is boring.
Fuck him and his
Scott
fuckhole.
Burt.
So then Dogbert says, no, he says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert goes, no, just a position. And then Cigar Body says, this took an ugly turn.
This cannot be.
And that's it.
In papers.
Yeah.
This cannot be in newspapers.
Who?
There's a website
laugh at
dedicated
that?
to this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who would
is
laugh
weak.
at that?
Nobody would laugh at Nobody would
No.
laugh at that.
It's not funny.
It's not even this. It's not even that.
Not even a...
It's just shit.
Well, I want to. I mean,
That's for jacking off. Cigar Body.
Cigar Body.
Yes.
Jacking off.
This is Warren Jerome Burt.
but in a way, it does kind of lead you to want to know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Well, if he's standing in front of Dogbert tomorrow, I'm fucking burning the paper. The whole building.
Burn the paper, burn the paper.
Yes, Danny.
On Dilbert.com,
is there a preview, a trailer for tomorrow's fucking panel?
Well, no, but there is a fun game. It's called "Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams?" And it basically gives you the last panel blank, so that you can.
Oh boy!
Well, I think we should have a little contest.
So, if you'd like, I could print out some copies.
I'd like it a lot.
Can we do that?
And we could play a little game.
Let's play a little game.
Sounds fun, Dan.
Can the listeners play online and
They sure can. They can go to Dilbert.com, and there's a link right on the homepage to "Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams?"
How about you pass out a bunch of them to our studio audience also?
Ooh, yes. Let's play "Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams?"
See if they're funnier than Scott Adams.
Ooh, Scott Peterson is funnier than Scott Adams.
He certainly is.
So is Connor.
You go to Dilbert.com.
Lacey Burt wasn't.
Lacey Burt. Oh, God. Oh, she came up like sushi, all wrapped in seaweed. Oh, I'll have the young child. Oh, God damn. Oh,
that's very funny.
Little wasabi head.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What kind of a job do you guys think he'll end up being able to get?
Sam, let's see.
You can only imagine, Sam.
A funny bone remover?
Boo. All right, so we're going to play Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, the writer, the blogger, who blogs about it.
Of course he does. Bloggers are always very funny. They're very funny people.
I can't wait to see what happens.
How long has Dilbert been around?
Forever.
Yeah, it seems like forever.
Certainly
It's one of the newer cartoons, but it's got to be around since the early 90s.
Yeah, definitely. And it was actually, it got to the point where I think Dilbert actually had a short-lived animated series.
Oh!
Yeah.
Where?
I don't remember the original network, but I think Comedy Central syndicated it for a little
UPN?
while.
UPN?
Oh, I was trying to knock that off.
You did pretty good.
I know, close.
Danny, what's this clip? Some repo clip that's supposed to be pretty good. Calling a bank. What do we got here? As we make copies of the Dilbert panel. The audience now has it, and they're going to attempt to be funnier than
douchebag Adams, or whatever his name is, Adam
Scott Adams. We Not Rich? What is this about?
Huh. I wonder. We Not Rich. Okay.
Yeah, well, this is really, it's something quick. It's something for Aunt, really.
Thank you.
You really just have to play it, I think. I mean, you'll listen to this voicemail that was left for a banker.
Okay.
Somebody had called to try and repossess a vehicle for lack of payment.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It will. And this was the message that was left back to the bank. And it kind of goes on for a while, and you go, okay. And then there's a nice little punch at the end that makes sense for everybody.
Righty?
Yes. Y'all come to get the car? The car is not here. The car is in the shop, and one part is at another shop. If y'all want it that bad, y'all can go pay that man to get it out, and then pay the person to get the other part out. I mean, because you act like y'all couldn't be patient. You knew that we was going to get it taken care of. So if y'all want it that bad, y'all can go get it. You pay the man and pay the other man, and we can leave it as that. Because we're not owing that much on the car. Y'all want to trip on it now that we're only got on 1,000 or 2,000 on it. So you know what? God bless y'all. Y'all can go pick up the car. So you know what? Give me a call back, and I will give you the direction to where the man is. And I will let him know that y'all going to be paying him to get it out, because y'all don't be patient. We're not rich like y'all. That's one thing y'all going to have to understand. But one day, this year, we will be. Because we have Barack Obama.
You cunt. You fucking cunt.
Wow.
Ugh.
See, I just felt bad for her.
Shut it.
I did. She said they took her car.
First of all, this dumb fucking goon doesn't even understand. The repo guy can go to the fucking garage or wherever the fuck this car is that she says is being serviced in 2 different places. Where did she cut it in half and take it and repo the fucking thing? And the bill is still going to your stupid ass. What a dummy.
Obama president, nah.
But I'm not rich like y'all, but I will be. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're gonna take Aunt's money?
Yeah, well, she got her car taken away.
You heard.
Good.
She's gonna be rich.
Oh,
like all of us.
And my fucking taxes go up because this cunt has to fucking get more money because I gotta help. Because I gotta help bring people up behind me. This is the shit I'm talking about, by the way. When people call me delusional and stupid and ignorant and fucking, I only get my shit from movies and stuff. No, that's reality. That's fucking reality. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're fucking dealing with. Ignorant motherfuckers like that who think they're gonna fucking get rich off of people that are working for a living. Asses.
There's a few out
Good.
there.
Get your car repoed, you cunt.
There's just a few out there. It's not an epidemic.
Leave a few
or
of your
anything.
kids in there too while you're at it, so I don't have to pay for them. Oh, what a twat! God, is that annoying? Oh, that clip is annoying. Fucker. Oh, good. That's going to make this Dilbert fucking panel real easy.
All right. We got the Dilbert thing.
At least there's one word I know how to spell by heart.
Now, the comic strip we just did for you, you could, do the third panel yourself. That's where we're at. So we got you survived the rigorous interview process, but there are no openings in engineering. Second panel with the building. However, I'm prepared to offer you a position in sales. Cigar Body says you mean a job. And now we got third panel. As we play Are You Funnier Than Scott Adams, the creator and writer and blogger of Dilbert. And you can play along at home at what, Dilbert.com? All right.
First entry.
First entry is from Otto's friend. Otto, you didn't introduce your friend.
Well, that's Roger Sullivan over there.
Roger Sullivan?
Yeah. From Ho-Hocus.
Ho-Hocus?
Yeah.
What the hell's Ho-Hocus?
It's north of Paramus.
I didn't know of a town called Ho-Hocus.
Yeah.
Danny, you want to read this? You take the entries?
Sure.
Are you funnier than Scott Adams?
So, should I recap the whole panel again?
I did, but yeah, do it one more time.
All
What the hell?
So the first panel, Dogbert says to Dilbert, you survived the rigorous interview process, but there are no openings in engineering. However, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. Dilbert replies, you mean a job? And in this, our first entry in the Dilbert game here, Dogbert says no, and Dilbert says, well, I guess I could deal pot.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what is he saying over there? What? You're hoping for a little something more than that?
Oh, wow.
Why would the mic be on?
Why?
Why would it be on? I'm so glad the listeners get to see it for themselves because a lot of people think it's just a bit we do. No, it's no bit. It's reality. All right, we'll try again.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be funny if Gilbert hit hard times and became like a total degenerate, you know.
That would be funny.
I don't know about that. That's encouraging.
All right. Hey, anyone else have entries out there on the bleachers? Jimmy's handing in his. Anthony handed in his.
Mine can't be read on the air. No, mine can't be read on the air. Maybe with the button.
Maybe with the button.
Maybe with the
Sam,
button.
you got an entry from the listeners?
Yeah.
All right. What is his third panel?
This young man's panel says, sort of, you'll be head bull prepper. And then Gilbert says, in that case, I'll go back to Ted's filament factory.
Wow.
Hey, all right. Nice.
Okay, here's one. Let me read this.
This is just from somebody, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
However, I'm prepared to
Jesus.
offer you a position in sales.
Yeah.
And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And Dogbert says, no, Obama president, nah, we're giving your job to it.
Okay.
Well.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Here he goes. He got it. He's cracking up.
That's the kind of laughs we have here.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Boy, look at everybody out there just really thinking. And what's the matter? You got nothing, don't you? Look at you. Nothing.
Here you go. Danny, try that one.
Okay.
Uh-oh, that's never good. Okay.
All right. So, however, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales, and Dilbert says you mean a job, and Dogbert says yes, you can do Opie and Anthony's job once Ann gets them fired.
Oh boy. Any others?
We have one from intern Paul.
Intern Paul. All right, Sam, take it away.
Oh, wow.
Says,
boy.
However, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then in the third box, Paul just wrote the word no.
Why is that funny? It's just something funny about it.
Well, you know what? Because I was still laughing. Like, it's a shitty setup for a joke because, like, if Dogbert's going to offer him a position in sales, why would Dilbert reply, you mean it? Like, yes, a job. Yes, idiot. That's my entry. Dogbert says, yes, a position in sales. Dilbert says, thanks.
It's just as good as what this asshole is writing.
Exactly.
And getting in papers. You got another one there, Sam?
Yeah, this is from Tom out here.
All right, one of the listeners.
Who, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert doesn't say anything. And then Dilbert says, sales? What other kind of jobs we got? I guess in reference to the...
Yeah, the beer club.
Right.
Oh. What is that?
What is that?
That's someone's
what is that?
fucking phone or UFO or...
That's our copy machine making more Dilbert.
Oh, Dilbert saying, wow.
Well, can the intern that's holding that wireless mic point it away from the copy
Put
machine?
it right down on the copy machine. What's wrong with this?
Okay, we have another one.
Yeah.
From Kevin. He says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, yeah, selling I Hate Your Guts by Jim Norton.
Oh!
I think it's more of a plug than anything else. And then one from Heather, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, based on your choice of clothing, you've already lost all sense of self-respect. I think sales is perfect. Now blow me. Which is more...
the now blow me kicker, I like. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Chokers. We got another one being handed in. Thank
we got
God.
Another one. You mean a job? No. You are going on welfare and taking Aunt's money.
Oh, see, I don't like that. I don't find it funny.
Does he have those blank ones?
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh, we got more blank ones being passed out. Good. Give me a couple. Give me a couple.
Hey, keep in mind, folks, this is only today's. We could do yesterday's. We could do last week's.
Fantastic.
Let's just focus on this
Are
one.
you sure?
Oh,
Let's just focus on this one.
Yeah.
Can't wait to read what the listeners come up with online.
Look at this. Half of my panel is cut off. I think I'll make it.
All right.
Intern Paul wasn't happy with his first entry and has another entry.
Okay.
He says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, only if you fuck me. And then Dilbert says, I'll get the oven mitts.
He's a dog.
That's good.
And the oven mitts, but yes, but that would be the dog fucking Dilbert.
No. Dilbert fucks the dog.
Yeah, but no, the oven mitts are for the dog fucking Dilbert in the ass because the oven mitts keep the claws from digging into Dilbert's sides.
No, the dog wants to get fucked.
But then the oven mitts don't make sense.
No, you don't understand.
No, I understand. You don't seem to.
Dilbert is fucking the dog.
So what are the oven mitts for?
To fuck the dog with?
No. Everyone knows the dog fucks the human.
You duct tape the oven mitts on the dog's front paws because when he mounts you to fuck you, his dew claw will dig into your sides and leave scratches on your ribs.
A really good one. From executive intern David.
Oh, all right.
Let David read it
David's
himself.
got to do it in his inimitable
Ladies and
delivery.
gentlemen, executive intern David making his way into the studio.
Finally.
Have you met this guy yet, Otto?
Yeah, at the other building. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He was drinking the... Okay.
Yeah.
Intern David. Executive intern David, I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay, I'll read it. Dogbert says, You survived the rigorous interview process.
Oh, yes,
There are no
the whole
openings in
panel.
engineering. Then he says, however, I am prepared to offer you a position in sales. And Dilbert says, you mean a job? And Dilbert says, yes, you will actually have to do work. And Dilbert says, oh, man.
Doesn't like work. You could write for Dilbert though.
Yes,
because that would
probably appear in the paper.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Thank you.
Fool.
Here you go.
Fool.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Paul.
Uncle Paul is handing
Paul
one in.
making an appearance.
Yes. Read Uncle Paul's there, Danny.
Oh no.
Well, I don't really think that it's Dogbert and Dilbert having a conversation. It just kind of seems like a question that Uncle Paul is kind of wondering.
All right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Thank you, Ken.
Cartoons is fun.
It just says...
You have to read the cartoon.
Okay, let me read the cartoon. So we know what the first panel is, and then Dogbert says, however, I'm prepared to offer you a position in sales, and Dilbert asks, you mean a job? And I'm not quite sure who's saying this. It's just kind of in the panel in bad handwriting. It just says, you got any kids I can fuck?
Jesus.
And Ken is spelled K-A-N.
I like cartoons.
And Uncle is also spelled with a K.
Like cars for kids.
Sam.
We got a couple more.
Yeah.
Heather has a follow-up. You may remember Heather. She's the one who wrote, based on your choice of clothing, you've lost all self-respect. I
Yeah.
think sales is perfect.
Yeah.
Now blow me.
Yeah. Okay. She's trying again.
The follow-up.
Okay.
He says, you mean a job? And then the dog says, I said blow me.
It's kind of a follow-up. Yeah, it's kind of a sequel almost.
Then we've got
Dilbert 1.5.
We've got one from Kevin, who Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, more like begging. You're selling Voss tickets.
Oh, see, and Rich isn't even here to defend himself.
That's not fair whatsoever.
Wow, that's so not right.
You got another one there, Sam?
Yes, this is a good one because it's political.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, yeah, a job. Wait, Bloomberg just cut that one too.
There you go.
I get it.
Because that's the way he's running the city.
Okay.
All right, we have another entry.
Yes.
So, again, Dogbert, however, I'm prepared to offer you a position in sales. Dilbert asks, you mean a job? And Dogbert replies, yes, you can clean cum out of my handlebar mustache.
Jesus. Wow. There's a nice little callback. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Sam, back to you.
We've got one from Keith.
Yeah.
And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, yes, but you'll be selling Gap the movie.
Oh.
And then Dilbert says, I would rather drive my wife to suicide.
Oh,
wow.
That kind of
A
happened.
little Paul O bashing going on there.
Oh,
Jesus.
And then our intern Charlie did one.
All right.
And then Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, no, a position in sales, you cunt. So, that's the blow me approach.
Yeah, just something dirty. It'll always make you chuckle.
Yeah.
Are we about done there, Sam?
I think we have Heather going for a third home run.
wow.
Oh, God bless her.
You should just apply for the fucking job.
Heather, what's the plug again? Why not?
What
You
is
got what?
George Gallo and Terry McNeely at Ollie's Point on Sunday, February 8th.
What are
Sunday.
they? Comedians?
George's a comedian, yeah. He's fine.
Comedians,
Okay,
yeah.
good, very good. I knew you'd have a plug. All right,
Okay.
this is Heather's third entry.
Yep, this is a good one. Dilbert says, you mean a job? And then Dogbert says, stop staring at me.
Wow.
Because he's just looking at him. you know.
I'm getting a report that they won't allow curses online. They effing bleep them out on you, so you got to work around that if you're trying to do this online at Dilbert.com.
Intern Scott has one, which I don't know why he's taking shots at people in this one, but Dilbert says, "You mean a job?" And Dogbert says, "Yes. Now go sell Opie a new fucking car."
They're tying it into the show.
Yeah, I'm working on that car thing.
Hope that's okay with you, Scott. He's working on it.
You don't have to answer him.
All right. And the fart ends the segment, I do believe.
Yeah, there's good one.
Exclamation point.
We should take a eatsy break.
An eatsy break.
I got an eatsy.
An eatsy break. Otto from Otto and George in studio playing the Treehouse Comedy Club, Stamford, Connecticut on Saturday.
Saturday, yes, sir.
And then the brokerage out there on Long Island on February 18th. Mm-hmm. More with Otto from Otto and George in just a bit. Bum-ba-dum.
About Bill Hicks earlier.
Oh, yeah, I would love to hear
you want to hear the Bill Hicks stuff?
Yes.
Oh, that would be nice.
Lead up, definitely.
Otto, you're a fan of Bill Hicks, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of your guys knows Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Bill Hicks. I never got to see him live. He's one of my favorites of all time.
I got to meet him at
that's huge.
Governor's down in Levittown. Adam Ferraro was opening up for him.
Right.
And went back in the dressing room, and there was Adam and Bill Hicks.
That's cool.
Shook his hand. Felt privileged because I was a big fan at the time.
You were?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
More people are becoming fans after his death. And it's so weird when you listen to his stuff. A lot of it can be said today. It's kind of timeless. Some of the references are a little off, but besides that, the material's right there.
If you just put in different names of things, you could use the material.
Well, he beat the shit out of Bush, so, you know.
Yeah.
You play that stuff, it sounds like he's talking about I was going to say the current president, the president that we just said goodbye to.
I'd love to have heard his take on our current president. I'm sure he would have liked him.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it would have been very funny.
You should go to you should go to YouTube. Letterman, I thought this would get a lot more attention than
What's
it did.
the YouTube?
The internet.
What is the YouTubes?
The YouTubes.
Because I hear a lot about it.
What happened was, on Friday, Letterman had Bill Hicks's mom on to discuss the banning of a set that Bill Hicks did back in 1993. Bill Hicks came out, did a killer set, but Letterman decided not to air it, and it became this thing for many, many years. And Letterman finally made good with Bill Hicks's mom, sat her down, they discussed the controversy and how it hurt Bill Hicks personally and hurt Bill Hicks's family, and they got into it. It was really good TV. And then David said, we're playing it today, unedited, and they played the set from 1993. This was on Friday. I thought it would get a little more attention than it did, but it kind of skated by a lot of people.
But Friday's a weird time to do it.
I know. He kind of buried it, but it's on YouTube if you want to check out the whole thing. And Letterman even admitted that he didn't see the set, since it was done back in '93. It just sat on the shelves. So I don't know why out of nowhere he decided to come up, to do this.
That is odd.
I don't have the backstory on this,
Is it
but
the anniversary of Hicks's death or his birthday or anything?
I don't know.
Because that was the 12:30 show that he was cut from. Now it's
93,
11:30,
right? Yeah.
Right. So he's.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's even more stringent at
That
that
is
hour.
weird. That he did this. Maybe he's doing something where he's kind of getting a lot of things off his chest or something.
Yeah, who knows?
He's doing that whole apologize thing, and then
yeah, if someone has more info on that, maybe you could give the show a call. But I got actually something that adds to this. So Bill Hicks goes on Letterman '93. Did Letterman at least a dozen times. I don't know how many times total. And this set was banned. And then Bill Hicks went back to Texas, Austin, and he talked about the whole banning of the Letterman thing on a public access show, and we got that audio today.
Public access,
and this is audio that Letterman obviously didn't play, so we're just adding to the whole.
Ooh, look at us!
The whole story thing. So I mean, the quality's shitty because it's public access, but I think we'll be all right with this. So Bill Hicks explains the appearance on the Letterman show and being censored after the taping.
Recently, on the David Letterman show on October 9th, that I did the show. Taped the show at 5:30 in New York, and when at 7 p.m. was called by the producer and told that I would be excised completely from the show I, of course, asked why. The material had been approved and reapproved by the producers. And they said that CBS had deemed the material, these are quotation marks, unsuitable for the viewing public and for the Letterman audience. And I made the point that when I'm not on the show, I'm a member of the Letterman audience, so ultimately what you're saying is my material is not suitable for me. What a predicament.
Okay, smart ass.
He was great, though, man.
How come he's gone, but Swayze lives on? All right, might have been a little rough. Well, if I have to see one more commercial for the Beast, shut up, all right? It looks like shit.
The good ones die young.
Enough already.
Billy Joel said it perfectly.
Yeah,
it's always,
look how old he is.
Exactly. Then he hit a tree.
It's always the good ones that pass way too soon. Always.
Swayze's very intense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you watch The
Trying to look all
Beast.
intense on that show.
I know. He looks now exactly like his brother, who used to look like retarded Patrick Swayze.
Now Patrick Swayze.
Now he looks like retarded Patrick Swayze.
Right, that's it.
Like Patrick Swayze's brother would show up on like some fucking. He'd be playing an extra in a gang.
Yeah.
You know, and he'd be in the background. And you're like, is it fucking Patrick Swayze or something?
Yeah.
And then you get a look at him and go, whoa, that looks like a retarded Patrick Swayze. And then at the end, you'd see, Aaron Swayze or whatever the fuck his name is. I have no idea what his name is.
Tom Hanks
Swayze.
Tom Hanks has a brother that's just been a zero.
Oh, really?
As Tom Hanks has been this huge Hollywood
Isn't it like his
star.
twin brother or something? I don't
They
know.
look
He looks
very similar. Find Tom Hanks' brother online.
I saw him on a soap opera once.
Yeah, and he tried to follow in his footsteps, and not even close.
Wow.
Not even close.
Probably easy to follow in the footsteps at the beginning when he's like on bosom buddies,
Yeah.
but then after you're winning Oscars and stuff.
Yeah. He's a glorified extra. They give him a line or two
What about
just to make him
Eric
feel
Douglas?
better.
Remember that guy, Eric Douglas?
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
Eric, yeah.
His father
Did
is
you?
a gigantic movie icon, and his brother's a huge producer, and it's sad what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
All right, as we find Tom Hanks' brother's picture, here's Bill Hicks. This is what a lot of people have been asking today. He explains the actual joke that prompted the removal of his set, and then talks about the promo that aired on that night's Late Show.
What happened was I did some material about the pro-life people.
Oh, it was abortion.
That abortion issue, that'll get you.
Because there was some violence in his set. There was some other religious stuff, and then there was the abortion material.
And the joke I did was very simple. All I said was, if you're so pro-life, do me a favor, don't lock arms and block medical clinics. Lock arms and block cemeteries. Let's see how committed you are to this premise. It could even be construed as pro-life if you wanted to make that argument.
Yeah.
Anyway, they counted that as one of the quote-unquote hot points that I touched on. Here's the punchline. Monday night during the Letterman show, a commercial airs for pro-life. So see, we just had a misunderstanding. I thought I lived in the U.S. of A., United States of America.
Right.
And actually we live in the U.S. of A., United States of Advertising. Freedom of expression is guaranteed if you've got the money. Okay.
Yeah. To be true today, man. To be true today.
Oof.
Explains the Jesus joke that was also flagged as inappropriate.
And other hot points I hit on the set, which was, again, approved and reapproved by the Letterman segment producer.
Until, of course, it was time to do it.
Until after I did it.
Until after it was done.
And the other material I touched on was Jesus, which they don't want any discussion, which I find so funny. I mean, it doesn't matter what angle you take on it. The fact that a comedian's talking about Jesus, people might construe it as sacrilegious. And in fact, it wasn't what I said. All I said was a lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back, he's going to want to see a cross. It's just an observation.
That's a great observation. Yeah. Why would you do that if you're hoping he comes back?
Yeah, hey, check this out, Jesus. Remember this?
Right.
I don't go for that type of humor.
No. You
It's
don't?
not necessary, no.
Why? Christian Jimmy. He's funny.
I just don't feel that that's not that fast with the music.
I love it. It's either too fast or too slow.
Christ. I didn't even think of Christian Jimmy. That's how tired I am.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to go into Christian Jimmy.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it.
All right. Bill talks about freedom of expression, how the major media corporations want to keep the viewing public stupid.
The point I'm making is about the idea of freedom of expression, and I believe that there's this agenda in mainstream media, and I think it's fairly easy to back this up, to keep people stupid, docile, and apathetic, and therefore the elite who own these corporations and the families that own the corporations, even fewer people, their agenda is to keep us stupid and apathetic. That's why I love public access.
Wow. A little distracted because Patrick in Boston, we just did a live read for porn.com. He writes, I'm in a hotel in Connecticut trying to get work done. I heard the porn.com ad by Danny and immediately checked out the site. It took 30 seconds to jerk off into one of the hotel hand towels. I normally use the washcloth, but I didn't have a clean one left. I have to read that for the advertiser.
All right.
Your advertising is working here on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Seconds.
Wow, man, he was fighting the good fight back in '93. Why are we bothering? Because in 16 years, it's the same shit we're dealing with, or comedians in general are dealing with, and radio show hosts are dealing with. Dave likes him, but apparently had a rule about Jesus jokes.
Dave likes me, but what I found out subsequently to all this, and oh, by the way, I don't mean to keep pushing my own little horn here, but tooting my horn, but on this Monday, in the New Yorker magazine, there's a profile about me, including this story about Letterman. I found out that it's one of Dave's rules that he doesn't like comics to talk about Jesus on the show. Which I find really weird. I mean, they pretend to be this hip, late-night talk show, when in actuality they're as mainstream as anything. And, again, it doesn't matter what angle you take on the Jesus subject. That's what bugs me. Just because I'm a comic doesn't mean I'm treating it with disrespect.
Wow. Yeah. Another brilliant point. Jesus. And then finally, the last clip of his interview with Public Access Channel.
See, what they do is they kowtow to a minority that's very vocal. Reasonable people don't write letters. Reasonable people have lives. Yeah. Reasonable people know it's just a joke. Reasonable people know it's just TV. They know they can change the channel or they'll wait and something else will come on. Sure. See, reasonable people don't get active. It's these minorities, these fundamentalists who are totally organized, and they are a minority, and who are the ones trying to set this agenda for America. And but come to find out, Dave, I guess 14 million was his price. You know what I mean? Everyone has a price, they say. Oh, man. Luckily, I don't have any money, so it doesn't matter my price.
Well, I'm glad that problem got solved over the years, and we don't have to deal with any of that anymore. It's so funny to hear such an archaic way of dealing with things.
Amazing, right?
On that recording, and realize just a few short years later, we're so far away from that.
So good to know that the corporations told those people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. So, and they don't kowtow to these small groups of people, because normal working people that enjoy entertainment like that don't write letters.
Right.
But we finally found that out when...
we sure did, Anthony.
And that was just after the flying car came out.
Yeah.
Which was just a boon to mankind. Oh, we're still in this shit. We're still in it.
This is what, 16 years ago? And we're still fighting that horse shit. And you try to tell these corporate guys, why are you listening to...
It's 5 people with letterhead.
Why are you firing really good radio shows over a group of 10 people that then try to get some of their other people to write letters that never even heard the broadcast?
They never heard the broadcast.
Why are you doing this?
Because they're cowards.
You're taking away programs that a lot of people enjoy. Way more people enjoy than hate.
They're cowards, that's why.
Because they don't fucking write. But
you would think in 16 years, the point is that they would try to move forward and understand what this is all about.
Realize that nothing is going to come of those people complaining if you just ignore them. Nothing will come of it.
Right.
Your business won't go down the shitter. You're not going to lose advertisers for any length of time or any. It's not going to make an impact on your company.
But we know the answer. It's because they're cowards. It's that simple. It's unfortunate that's the simple
16 years later, they continue to be cowards.
They'd rather do the phony apology, which they don't mean. You think some corporate spokesman gives a flying fuck when they make those statements to these interest groups?
Yes.
We sincerely apologize, and if anybody was offended, you think this guy is sitting there at home going, God, I'm so upset with what that show did I'm going to write this apology letter. They don't care. It's just another fucking thing to put in the outbox.
I got a challenge.
Yes, challenge.
Give me the last apology that was sincere and real. Bill Clinton's apology was bullshit. All the apologies we've made over the years, bullshit.
Yeah. And we've said before, if we ever are heard apologizing or even sounding like we're apologizing, we don't mean it.
No. And the last
so we have to say that beforehand, because when we're doing it, we have to kind of sound like we mean it just to keep our jobs. But
well, you hear Anthony crumpling up the paper in disgust after the last apology.
But the apologies are never sincere.
Name one. What was the last apology?
John Candy and Uncle Buck.
Sorry. Just awkward in his own skin.
Sorry.
How great was John Candy?
Last apology that was sincere.
That's a good question. Like when Clinton went through that whole thing, please. He didn't mean any of that. Somebody will come up with one, maybe.
See.
No one in the audience has one. Hey, you want to hear Letterman now talking to Bill Hicks's mom?
Very much.
Karen Hill to Henry Hill after she pulled a gun on him. Kind of sincere.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was sincere. Of course, you're living in movie land again, Ant.
And there's this one. This one is very sincere.
I'm sorry. I did so many bad things.
Keitel sounded very sorry. That fucking bad lieutenant's so good.
I tried to do the right thing, but I'm weak. I'm too fucking weak.
That's great.
Where are we with Bill Hicks's mom? Did we cut that up today? Because it's a long segment.
Yeah,
with his
it
mom,
really
and
is
it goes
long.
on, and it's like kind of rough to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, from what I had heard, you had wanted the set, which I do have for you in tracks, but you said the mom stuff was kind of whatever, so I didn't go for
After
it.
we discussed it, I want to play some clips from Bill Hicks's mom, and then after that, you know what? I think the material should just sit there by itself without us commenting. So I want to just play the set. I think that's the way to do it today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's broken down into tracks, but I think in this case, let it roll. I think people will enjoy the set. Absolutely. 16 years later.
Sincere apology. God damn it, this got me thinking. I can't think of one.
Imus's apology? Are you insane?
Stop it. Then he hires a Benetton ad to keep him on the air.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm trying to think now.
I'm embarrassed that I did that.
I'm embarrassed I did that.
You think that was sincere?
I'm sorry.
Let's think about this for a second. You think?
I think he was annoyed.
You think he was doing what he needed to do to try to save his job?
Slightly
Because that's
guilty.
where all apologies come from.
Yes.
He might have felt slightly bad, like, maybe that was fucked up, but no, I don't believe that was.
They're self-serving apologies.
I agree.
You only do them to... You wouldn't give an apology out unless it was something in it for you.
Yes. We're stalling because we're trying to get Bill Hicks's mom's audio there. So let's go to
Al Roker's apology.
Calling my thrilling commentary stalling? Jesus.
Thank you, Kenny, for my treat.
You think I was babbling?
Rob in Tennessee. Rob.
Hold on, sorry to interrupt you. Put my treat there!
Now that's a treat.
Hey, Rob.
Thanks, Kenny.
Hey, Rip.
I was just going to say what you guys thought about Dog the Bounty Hunter's apology there.
No.
It was really sincere.
Oh, my
Save
God.
your job
You know what?
apology.
Tim C. in Ohio might have he might have the only sincere apology that we all know.
Yeah?
Pick that up. I'm trying to think how I could tease this.
Let's see. Sincere apology.
You got to think way out of the box.
Someone's genuinely
way,
sorry about something.
That's the hint.
When the Germans apologized for World War II and what they did.
You got to
they don't
think way out of the box.
John Lennon with the Jesus bit. He was fucking trying to sell records.
Stay in the country and sell records.
Jerry Lee Lewis apologized to Garanimals.
Anyone? Elliot Spitzer's apology? Stop.
No.
He was trying to save his job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one that was trying to save his job. And that's key to my hint. This guy wasn't trying to save his job. Think way out of the box.
Out of the box?
Ralph crammed into Trixie.
That's true. He was apologized for fucking that black girl down the street. outside the pool hall. He ate her ass in an alley while Norton looked out for him. I do remember that one. And then Teddy Oberman came in and fingered Ed's ass for a little while cramming the black chick's ass. It was awful.
He was so loud that Garrity was yelling from upstairs.
Yeah. Tell Teddy Oberman to quit smelling his fingers, Cramden.
Fucking Officer Grogan came over.
Let's go to Pat in Connecticut.
Mrs. Manicani fucked herself with a zucchini. While she watched.
Oh, Carlos was fucking all the girls around the apartment building.
It's true. Alice had unclipped dick cheese on her upper lip, and Ralph knew what she was doing.
It's not dick cheese, Ralph.
It's feta.
Feta.
Hey, Pat, go ahead.
Yeah, the last sincere story I heard was when Anthony said he was sorry he ever got married.
That's funny.
Wow. Yeah, that's a different type of apology. That's me apologizing to myself.
Yeah, Brian. Brian.
Hey there, Brian. You're on the air. You're on the air.
Good evening.
You finally go to the phone.
Going through puddles.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yes,
dummy.
Brian.
Yes.
Hey, this is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Really? We've just been saying, Brian, you're on the air for fucking like a minute.
Hi, Brian.
I'm on the road. I can't hear you. I was going to say, apologize.
Ah.
Thank God that got through. Thank God. We almost missed that humor.
Kyle in Alabama. I need a baby leg. What's up, Kyle?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, what about a few years ago, the Beastie Boys apologized for their lyrics, and no one was really pressuring them into it. They just sort of came out of nowhere and said it.
I don't have knowledge on that, my friend.
I know a sincere apology.
Yeah.
When Alex came downstairs. Okay, I'll accept your apology for fucking having the timing of diarrhea in the ninth inning.
Go ahead.
Fucking cunt-faced bag of vomit.
What are you trying to knock down up there?
The Grand Theft Auto 4 glove.
All right.
Don't mind
Let's
me.
go to John the Trucker. Here's the answer to the hint I gave that came from Tim. Go ahead, John.
Yes, this sincere apology was Bud Dwyer's.
R. Bud Dwyer.
Wow. All right.
He wasn't playing.
You know something? He was genuinely sorry that he was such a douche.
And then he wasn't trying to get his job back now, was he?
No.
Yep.
Eatthebullet.com.
Eatthebullet.com. Very good. So there you go. I think that could be the last sincere apology is R. Bud Dwyer.
Done by a madman.
My favorite comb over.
Yeah.
All right, they're still cutting up Hicks's mom's audio, so quick break. We come back, Letterman talking to Bill Hicks's mom from Friday's Letterman show, and then the Bill Hicks set that was banned for many, many years and was just in hiding and on a shelf getting dusty, and Letterman finally decided to play it on Friday. We're going to replay it here today on our show. All right? Opie and Anthony.
Never a big Black Crowes fan either. But who the fuck am I? I'm Anthony. We're back. Opie's taking a little leak. Wow, either a leak or a big shit. You're limping. Wow, that one really hurts.
What's wrong with my Black Crowes?
I'm not a Black Crowes fan. I was never a Black Crowes fan.
Why? They're kind of old school.
Nah,
what didn't you like about them?
Their music.
Everything?
There's not a song I like from Black Crowes.
What about Black Moon Rising?
No, I don't.
You got a little Black Moon Rising?
I don't know one song they do.
Well, this is one.
This is one.
I don't recognize it except from the show.
I just don't like it.
They don't have Black Moon Rising in the Master Computer from
Master Computer. I don't like them.
That's too bad.
Yeah, no, really not.
That's
one less band I have to listen to.
Where were we? The Bill Hicks mom stuff? We have it yet?
Bill Hicks.
In what, 2 minutes? What should we do for 2 minutes then? Just what can we do for 2 minutes?
You got to make the stretch sound. Or the stretch. Oops. I'm knocking over my Gatorade.
How about the Christian Bale audio? I hasn't heard that.
Didn't hear the
I heard
Christian
about
Bale.
it. I want
It's
to
good for one more full uncut play because it's so fantastic.
That's only like a minute and a half.
Well, they're making sound machines out
Soundboards,
of it? Soundboards, I mean.
Where you can then make prank phone calls.
You're
using...
going to have all yours tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
For this side of the show?
I have this one.
Oh, da-da-da-da.
I got to tell you what happens on this show. Like we hear these clips and it's a race to see who gets it on their machine. I am so jealous that you have that one.
I might also have this.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
I'm dying.
That is classic for any occasion where an intern fucks up, a caller stinks.
Where was that about 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were off the air during that. I probably should have played it.
Oh, you're killing me with this.
Fucking amateur.
Oh, you're killing me.
Oh, I want a whole bank of just Christian Bale yelling at his
See, I got this.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, but do you have this one?
I am proud to be a lesbian.
A lesbian.
Do you have this one? A classic? Oh my God! Look, Space Shuttle Endeavour doesn't work anymore.
Oh shit!
Oh, look at that! Pushing the button, everything.
That
don't
sucks.
work.
Hey, how about this one?
Could you fix that?
Very beautiful girls, huh? Where were you tonight? The Kit Kat Club? You ever suck a guy's cock? Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm going to ask you.
Fucking Keitel.
I got this one though.
Do the biff! Do the biff!
That I like.
Oh, and punt doesn't work.
I'll get Eric. I don't know why. It's
You can get a doggy style, you can get a lean on your side. Those are your only choices. This is my house and I get to say.
That's a good
And
one.
is it true you hate just the black in the Black Crows, or
Oh, no.
if they were called the
actually,
Crows, would you be okay with this band?
Just the Crows is a great band.
Yeah.
This show is fucking bizarre.
Isn't it?
God. These two. What? You're just watching us and going, "What the fuck's wrong with us?"
I feel like when I'm not here for a while, I'm like you're speaking in pig Latin. I have no idea what any of these bits are going to mean.
No, you're absolutely right.
What do you need us to explain?
No, not that. I mean, it's working. I'm not, what the fuck, you're not entertaining me.
Yeah, we're just arguing over who got the best sound effects.
Yeah.
Because he's got a fucking sound effect things. I got one.
Yeah.
And now we got it like the second a good clip comes out, we race to see who can get it
gets
on their
it.
machine first.
Yeah.
Because once it's on your machine, then it's, fucking out of the public till.
And we do a bunch of bits at the same time because you got Stephen S. from Bayshore. Not surprisingly, Ant loves Whitesnake.
Ah, all right.
You don't like Black Sabbath, do you?
I like the Great White. Black Sabbath, I'm not really a big fan.
Boy.
I appreciate what they've done, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
Interesting. Never thought of it in those terms.
What's wrong, Sam?
Oh,
Why are you rolling your fucking eyes?
You know, it's a paradox.
I didn't roll my eyes.
Barry White.
Barry White.
I don't know if I like him or not.
Well, you like his name?
It's very hard to decide.
All right, so where were we? Remember when we were talking about Bill Hicks and the band thing?
Mm-hmm.
So the Letterman on Friday brought Bill Hicks's mom in. So this is part 2 of our little discussion, I guess. Here we go.
Thank you very much for being so gracious and so generous to come and visit with us here so we could take a look at Bill's shot on the program that never got on. And let me again, if I haven't previously, just apologize for
this
the
is
heartache
sincere.
and sadness that my decision caused to you and your family. And of course, made all the worse by the knowledge that at the time Bill was terribly, terribly sick. And then not many people knew that, did they?
Very few.
Very few, yeah.
And I appreciate you saying that.
Good call, Dave.
Yeah, way to go, Dave.
Jeez, he was sick, and you just fucking shunned him from the show, Dave.
You know what, though? The other side of it gave Mr. Hicks a lot of publicity.
Yeah, of course it did. Good job, Bill.
There was an upside to it. Here we go.
He always said when he was, up until the time he got interested in comedy, that he was going to Texas A&M to be a vet.
Liar, whore, you know it.
No, that's
Hey, that wasn't part of...
Dave should have lightened up on the old broad.
What the hell? I don't remember seeing it that way on Friday. What? Let me make sure everything's okay over here.
That was unnecessary of Mr. Letterman.
Yeah.
Texas A&M to be a vet.
Oh.
He loved animals, and that's what he wanted to do. And then he got interested in watching Johnny Carson, and he read books about Woody Allen. So he got interested in that. He said that he saw
Really
Johnny
see where he got
Carson
his
on
comedy
TV,
chops
and he
from.
thought, "Oh, you mean you can make a living doing that?"
Jeez, Dave.
He's pumping it up a little bit.
Another fucking Vito Corleone in the fucking tomato patch again.
He's just doing a little punching up, that's all. He does that.
You're spelling it.
How did you feel about coming here tonight? Was this an easy decision for you to make? I mean, I was. I
Were
thought.
you surprised that I accepted?
I'm surprised when anybody comes here. No, wasn't surprised. But part of me thought, well, she has every reason not to come here.
That's right. I had a lot of reasons not to come.
Wow.
And I thought about it, and then I decided to come.
Good. I'm glad you're here.
Damn.
And again, I know I can't make up for the damage that was caused, but I hope symbolically this means something to you.
Well, it does.
Right.
And I will tell you that was a very hard time 15 years ago when that happened. And I just will have to tell you that it was.
Well, I'm well aware of that.
I know.
I don't know personally how difficult it was, but I can certainly, now that I have a son, I can certainly imagine what that.
You had to have a child to know.
That's right.
Okay, what else? You want to know?
What's she say? Huh? What'd she say? What else do you want to know? Oh. So.
Asshole!
There you go. There's some audio of Bill Hicks's mom. People want that as a ringtone immediately.
That's a great ringtone.
That would be a great
I don't know how
one.
to download ringtones.
It's easy.
I don't know how to do it. I get frightened.
This is what you do. You take your phone, right? And you hand it to Daddy. So effing easy.
I get frightened.
Just hand over the phone.
I don't know what I'm
What do you
doing.
want as a ringtone?
Da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Got a call.
Oh,
this
Mother.
one. When a text comes in.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
Oh,
It'd be nice on the train.
All right, you guys
this
want
one.
This is a giant cock.
Oh, good. That's the one I'll put for my mom when she calls. It's Mom on the phone. That's how you know it's Mother.
Mother.
That would be a funny one for your mom.
Wouldn't it? And a picture of a big cock comes up on the fucking display. Mom always liked the big cock.
Yeah, she sure did. The old size queen, and you give her the old chin punch. Mom's a size queen. If it ain't black, it ain't worth it. Right or wrong, Ma?
Want to play the Bill Hicks thing and end the show today?
Do the bit!
Let's do this. So this is the set that was banned for 16 years that Letterman finally played on his show on Friday. I think it's worth playing again today. Let's get the plugs in because we'll leave the people with this.
Yes.
Otto and George will be at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah, all you Connecticut people come out and see me.
On Saturday.
Trish just told me I wasn't talking enough on the show. I just ate a turkey sandwich. I'm slipping into darkness here.
Slipping into darkness.
Yeah.
That'll do
You
it.
should talk more.
That's all right.
I didn't say anything at home. She's either shut up or she's on the phone.
Otto, you should talk more. Your grandson, Frank.
You killed today, bro.
Yeah.
You did very well today. We do the show every day, and there are times we check out for a long period of time.
Oh,
I
please.
feel
That's
no
how it
need
is.
to impress anyone at this point. in my life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's better to push
I said.
less.
Yeah.
I said first.
All right. So Otto's doing that, and then you got the brokerage on the 18th of February.
Yeah.
For everybody on Long Island.
That's where I first met you out on the island.
That's where I met him.
Yeah. $40 shoes.
All right, we'll leave you with the Bill Hicks thing.
Yeah.
I have a plug.
Oh.
Caroline's tomorrow through Sunday. Mm-hmm. And my Artie gig, our gig, not my gig with, it's our gig.
Sure.
February 21st in Tower Theater in Upper Darby. And you can go to livenation.com for those tickets unless you don't want them. Then don't.
But you
see Jimmy. I want to go to Caroline's. I see you at Caroline's.
You should come this weekend. I have a whole thing I'm doing now.
What do you do now?
It's where I take people's driver's licenses. I guess things about them. But I guess things that are not on the license.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, when did you incorporate that into the act?
Brand new.
Ah.
I'll take your license and I'll do something with it.
Do you put it by your head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if the guy's name is Chip.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, Chip. And I'll guess something about his life.
And wow, are you good at it?
Very good so far.
All right. That sounds like a pile of shit.
I'll do this. Like say this. I'll do something like this. But I'll sneak a peek at it. Like what I'll do is this. I'll hold the license, and as it's coming to my head, I'll peek at it, and I'll go, Chip.
And they'll be like, fuck.
You were born in 1978.
And it's against your head, so
Yes.
people don't think you could see it, but you saw it while it was coming up to your head.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Now you just told the trick, though.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't do it anymore.
And then Ernie Hudson comes out, and he fucks Chip's face. He's behind the curtain at Caroline's. and he comes out as Tumor, and he drops a honey jar on Chip's face, and he fucks it. He breaks a jar of honey over Chip's head. Gets his head all sticky.
You know Tuma just had a fucking baby arm.
Tumor had a cock that was as long as it was dirty.
Tuma.
Tuma.
Stupid Tuma.
Oh, Tuma was a dope.
But what a hog.
Oh, boy, big cock, a lot of dogs, and some bees. Fucking idiots. Big fat, like, red head on it. Like a dog dick.
I gotta see that movie again.
Yep.
All right. Yes, Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks from 1993. It was banned until this past Friday. Letterman finally did the right thing. Here it is. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. Good evening. Very excited to be here tonight, and I got some great news today. I finally got my own TV show coming out as a replacement show this fall. Yeah. Thank you. It's not a talk show. Don't worry. It's a half-hour weekly show that I will host entitled Let's Hunt and Kill Billy Ray Cyrus. Thank you. It's fairly self-explanatory. Each week we let the hounds of hell loose. We chase that jarhead, no-talent, cracker idiot all over the globe. Till I finally catch that fruity little ponytail of his, pull him to his knees, put a shotgun in his mouth. Then we'll be back in 94 with Let's Hunt and Kill Michael Bolton. Also look out for our Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, Marky Mark Christmas special. And I don't want to give away any surprises, but Marky Mark's the first one we catch and kill on that show because his pants kept falling around his ankles and he couldn't run away. I crossbow him right in the abs. Bring the whole kids, the family, and everything. It's a Christmas spectacular. I don't know what my deal is. I'm like a 31-year-old curmudgeon. That's the deal. You know, I went to a dance club the other day, you know, and dragged against my will, you know. And this girl asked me to dance, which I thought was hilarious, you know. Would you like to dance? You know, I'm like, yeah, you read my mind, you know. That's why I'm leaning in the darkest corner closest to the exit, you know. I'm about to boogie. I'm about to cut a rug. But it's weird. Women have this weird myth. You can tell the way a guy is in bed by how he is on a dance floor. I think that's ridiculous. What does it matter? You know what I mean? If a guy is on a dance floor really getting into it, enjoying himself, expressing himself, what does it matter how he is in bed? He's gay. Real men don't dance. They sit, sweat, and curse. Speaking of homosexuality, you know, I consider myself fairly open-minded, but something has come to my attention I find absolutely shocking. I don't know if you've heard about it. These new grade school books for children to teach them gay lifestyles. You know what I'm talking about? One of them is called Heather's Two Mommies. The other is called Daddy's New Roommate. I'm going to have to draw the line here, folks, and say this is absolutely disgusting, okay? It is grotesque and evil. I'm talking about Daddy's new roommate. Heather's Two Mommies is pretty cool. I don't know if you really check that out. They're hugging on page 7. Oh, go, mommies, go, go. Anyway, it makes me miss my youth. People annoy me. You know what's really annoying me? These pro-life people. You ever look at their faces? I'm pro-life. Boy, don't they look it? They just exude joie de vie, you know? You see them trying to go to an orphanage and adopt a kid. We're pro-life. We're here to adopt. Kids are just, oh, don't pick me. Oh, no. I'll eat gruel, 15 to a bed, no problem. Just keep Heather's Two Mommies coming, and we're fine in here. I'm pro-life. You know, if you're really pro-life, do me a favor. Don't lock arms and block med clinics, okay? If you're so pro-life, do me a favor. Lock arms and block cemeteries, okay? Let's see how committed you are to this idea. She can't come in. She was 98. She was hit by a bus. There's options. Are we going to have her stuffed? What are we going to do with her? We're pro-life. That's the same look smokers give you, too. I'm a non-smoker. I'm a pro-life non-smoker. I'm getting that look a lot these days because I started smoking again, and I had 9 months without a cigarette, and I started again. And I'm getting that look. Are you applauding me starting or stopping? What are you... The smokers are, hey, you're back. Non-smokers, it's terrible. I can't believe he started again. Why? After 9 months. I have this belief. If that scenario is at all true when you die and you go to heaven and St. Peter meets you at the gate, I have this belief the first thing he's going to ask you is, you got a light? You mean y'all smoke here? Yeah, that's why it's heaven. These aren't clouds. This is cigarette smoke, pal. Hell is the non-smoking section. You want to look at them for a minute? Okay. I can't believe what they do to their bodies. It's so smelly. It smells like an ashtray. Why do they want me to smell that? God, that's hellish. Exactly. Light up and come on in. Hendrix is on harp tonight. So I've been traveling. I was in Australia. Over Easter, which was interesting to note. They celebrate Easter the same way we do, commemorating the death and resurrection of Jesus by telling our children a giant bunny rabbit left chocolate eggs in the night. I wonder why we're messed up as a race. Anybody got any clues? I've read the Bible. Can't find the word bunny or chocolate anywhere in the book. Why those two things? Why not, goldfish left Lincoln logs in your sock drawer? Just making stuff up. Go hog wild. But I think it's interesting to note how people act on religious beliefs. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. Nice sentiment. But do you think when Jesus comes back, he's really going to want to look at a cross? Ow. That may be why he hasn't shown up yet. Going, man, they're still wearing crosses, Dad. I'm not going, no. They totally missed the point. I'm not going. Forget it. I'll go back as a bunny. But,
Just great. He looks tremendous, and I've not seen that videotape or any part of it since that night, and seeing it now, it raises the question: what was the matter with me? What was I thinking? That was just tremendous. He if anything. It says a great deal about me. It says more about me as a guy than it says about Bill, because there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Just perfect. And the fact that, and I expected it to be somewhat dated, being that old. Man, it's not. It's just great. In fact, I guess this speaks to the suggestion that he was way ahead of his time.